Capital One. Nighttime in Knoxville on the way for the Winners Bracket Showdown on a Saturday night. The reigning national champion, Tennessee Volunteers, seeded 14th this year. With Marcus Phillips on the mound, go up against 3-seed Cincinnati, who pose a fascinating matchup led by Big 12 Player of the Year, Carrington Cross. Winner moves to Sunday night and would be one win away from a super regional. Loser comes back tomorrow against Wake Forest, who outlasted and fended off Miami, Ohio in a mere 4.5 hours earlier today. With that, we say hello again. Thanks for joining us. Kyle Peterson, Mike Monaco with you. Selection show was 5 days ago, and when this regional came out, this matchup dangled as a really enticing possibility. Cincinnati's offense against Marcus Phillips.
Yeah, in the middle of the season, there were teams that were running wild when Marcus Phillips was out there. Now you got to get to first base first, which is not easy to do against him. But when they did, they were extremely active. And Cincinnati is about as active as any team that we see on the base pass. He's been better the last few starts at controlling it, but they'll test him tonight.
Tennessee's offense, meanwhile, in their opener yesterday, put up 9 runs, and that was plenty of support for Liam Doyle.
I mean, if Tennessee goes through a game, they hit 1 home run, they still score 9 runs and have a runaway victory. It's rare. Like, you're expecting a few more home runs for a team that's 3rd in the country, but top to bottom, it was pretty workmanlike last night for Tennessee. Got the win that they needed, moved on. Opposite field home run for Reese Chapman was their shot last night. Andrew Fisher has done it all year. SEC tops in home runs and on-base percentage for the transfer from Ole Miss that hits in the middle of this Tennessee lineup and is one of the better hitters in the country.
Cincinnati, meantime, 11-6 win against 2-seed Wake Forest, and they blended Bishop ball with the long ball.
Yeah, it was a little bit of everything for Cincinnati, which I think makes it tough to prepare for them. They had 3 home runs. They stole some bags, but more of what they did when they were on the base pass was just make it uncomfortably quick for Wake Forest to have to defend, but that's what they want to do. Again, you got to get guys on base to do it, but if they do, you will see some chaos on the base pass tonight.
Jordan Bischel in year 2, leading the Cincinnati team into a Lions Den tonight here in Knoxville at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. They take aim at one of the most electrifying arms in the country in Marcus Phillips. He faces the Bearcats. First pitch is next.
Welcome everyone to Omaha, Nebraska, home of the College World Series.
'Cause here I come, I wear it all on my sleeve, so everything you see shows you where I'm from.
Bolts back and makes the catch! Somehow hung on. Back-to-back jacks.
More, can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Native Tony Vitello in year 8 has Tennessee again as a national seed, number 14 overall, hosting a regional for the 4th time in the last 5 years. And of course, they've been to Omaha 3 times in the last 4, and the national champions, as we all know, last year. Lineup looks like this for the Vols. They can bash. We told you that. 3rd in the country in home runs with 123 of them. Keelan and Fisher set the tone at the top for Tennessee.
That's an offense that we're used to seeing here at Tennessee. Plenty of home runs, top to bottom. 7 guys in double-digit home runs. Levi Clark is close to it. There's not going to be a lot of stolen bases. There's not a lot of activity on the base pass, which I think is probably just fine with Kellen O'Connor. Left-hander, the transfer from Cal State Bakersfield is on. He's gone at least 5 in most of his starts this year. Has bounced around a little bit between roles this year. I think the one thing to watch is he is a fly ball guy. It's elevated fastball. It's intentionally what he tries to do. This place doesn't always trade high fastball, fly ball guys all that well.
Kellen O'Connor's first darts in to Gavin Keelan for strike 1, and away we go in the 1-0 game in the Knoxville Regional. So many awesome games on this Saturday night when you've got the winners from the 2 games on Friday. Keelan had a great day at the plate yesterday in the win against Miami, Ohio, and he's down 0-2. As that was 92 from Kellen O'Connor. You said it, 6th-year senior, first year with the Bearcats after 5 years at Cal State Bakersfield, and this year honorable mention Big 12 for the native of Portland, Oregon. On the ground, shift beating into left center for Gavin Keelan. Leadoff single for the Vols.
0-2 fastball, a little bit too good right there. Trying to go off the outside part of the plate, caught enough of the plate. Keelan can stay on it, shoots it back up the middle, and the Vols have their leadoff man on here in the first.
For Andrew Fisher, first team All-SEC first baseman, originally from New Jersey. Team leader in OPS, 53rd on Kylie McDaniel's MLB draft rankings, and we showed you earlier the 22 home runs that led the SEC coming into this weekend. It was a 9-2 win for the Vols against the 4-seed Miami, Ohio yesterday. Big 5-run fourth inning and 6 2/3 of 1-run ball with 11 strikeouts for Liam Doyle. Two 2-0 to Fisher. Big time season after transferring in from Ole Miss.
Yeah, I mean, you got a couple transfers on that list right there. Ace Reese has had a big year for State. But Andrew Fisher, 22 home runs. Anytime you lead the SEC in any offensive category, that is a decent season.
Mississippi State in a big game as well tonight against Florida State and Jamie Arnold. O'Connor's 2-0. Just misses away, and it's 3-0 on Fisher. 20 walks and a little over 65 innings for Kellen O'Connor. Couple years in the weekend rotation for Cal State Bakersfield, so this guy has a ton of experience. This is his 36th start, more than 230 innings coming in, and a 3.73 ERA lifetime.
I think somebody you can trust going out there to throw strikes in a situation like this, and that's first and foremost, is just force Tennessee to beat you with the bats.
5-pitch walk, and the first two have reached for the Vols against Kellen O'Connor. Big stage, Lindsey Nelson Stadium. See the nod from Kellen O'Connor. 8 pitches into this thing in a raucous environment. Hunter Ensley's beloved here, of course. Tennessee native, second team all-conference and SEC all-defensive team. And the OPS at an even 1,000 after 2 hits, couple singles, plus a walk yesterday against the Redhawks. I showed you that Kellen O'Connor has closed some games recently. Jordan Bischel, the head coach for Cincinnati, said to us the other day that if we want to win this thing, it's got to be with him as a starting pitcher.
Yeah, I think you need more innings ultimately from him, and yesterday proved to not be a safe situation anyway, so today they'll see how long he can go.
Bischel told us this guy is just a bulldog out there. Pitches everything off his changeup. It's a ride-run fastball. He can drop in that slider when he wants to. Nobody out, first inning, 1-1. That's a slider that misses. Hasn't really been true 3 starters in a weekend rotation for Cincinnati this year. Nate Taylor was saying to us the other day, that's not been the format. Taylor went yesterday, and O'Connor goes today. Just misses. 3-1. O'Connor takes a little stroll to recalibrate. Single walk, 3-1, and they're loaded.
I think if you're Jordan Bischel, this is the biggest fear. And you didn't think you would necessarily get it from a kid that's been in college baseball for 6 years. He hasn't been in this. He hasn't been in this environment, in this place when it gets going. And when the first 3 reach, and it's a night game on a Saturday, they're going to be ready to go.
See Carrington Cross talking with Kellen O'Connor. Cross, one of the leaders on this team. He's been with the program for 5 years. Big 12 Player of the Year came over to talk with O'Connor and the catcher Jack Natilli. It's been quite a ride for this program just getting to this point. Now facing the reigning national champs, and they're loaded up for Dalton Bargo. Junior from Omaha, left fielder. 14 tanks this season. Strike one. Best season of Dalton Bargo's career, bigger role than last year. For a Tennessee program that has clubbed Grand Slams the last couple seasons. Keelan, Fisher, and Ensley on, and it's 0-2 on Bargo.
12 Grand Slams last year for Tennessee. Making a run at it so far this year.
And it feels like of those 8, like most of them were right out of the chute this season.
Well, last undefeated team in college baseball, they won their first 20.
Kellen O'Connor's 0-2. Bargo thought about it on a pitch just a little bit down, 1-2.
It's a pretty good take because those hands were really starting forward. Decided at the last minute to hold that barrel back.
Deep breath for Kellen O'Connor. 1-2. That's down 2-2 on Bargo. Nervy moments already for Jordan Bischel. 18th pitch and nobody out in the first. Bargo strikes out. Fastball up the ladder, 1 away.
That's the spot that O'Connor wants to get you. Is take that four-seamer, elevate it, keep it just up and potentially out of the zone. Slowed him down with off speed the last 2 pitches. Now speeds up Bargo with a fastball out of the zone. He can't hold up.
We welcome those of you now watching on Squeeze Play. Kyle Peterson, Mike Monaco, top of the first, winners bracket in Knoxville. And Dean Curley in Tennessee still with the bases loaded. And 1 out in the top of the first against Kellen O'Connor. 6th-year senior Cal State Bakersfield transfer. Allowed a leadoff single, then walked 2. Super experienced guy who has pitched a lot in college baseball, but has been trying to find his command here in the first.
Yeah, he's got to find a changeup too. Against right-handers, that's really what he leans on from an off-speed standpoint.
Curley chops one foul. Change right there.
Looked like it. Yeah, it was maybe cutting in a little bit too, coming back in towards the hitter.
For those of you watching on Squeeze Play, big news that we'll get into in the next half inning. No Landon Viderick for Cincinnati, dealing with an oblique issue. He did play yesterday, but was bothering him late in the game, and so he is not good to go in this one for the Bearcats. 39 steals this season. The 1-1. Another changeup that misses. 2-1. Kellen O'Connor's been nodding to himself in this top of the first in front of a packed house in Knoxville. Two 1. Line drive, right center field, base hit, Dean Curley. Keelan scores. Fisher on his heels, and it's 2-0 Tennessee.
I got a slider right here that's coming back in towards the barrel. Curley pulls those hands in, gets enough to it to flip it out to right field. I thought maybe there was a play don't play it if Donovan Ford wanted to go there. Instead, throw one straight to second. Keelan scores. Fisher follows. Ball strike first with a 2 spot here in the first inning.
Oh, we had just mentioned Landon Viderick, a guy who DH'd yesterday, but normally would be in right field, and he's got an arm that Jordan Bischel said to us is up to 100 miles an hour from
out of the outfield. Yeah.
It's Donovan Ford, like you said, out there instead. 2 runs in for the Vols, and now Reese Chapman, right fielder in the 6th spot. A junior from Parker, Colorado. Listed 12 pounds heavier than last year, and skied an Oppo home run yesterday in the 2nd. Big swing there, and it's a good changeup. left on left.
That's the one he wants to throw. The one that has that arm side down movement. Throw it to righties and lefties, but it has enough sink late to get it underneath the bat of left-handed hitters.
Swing and a miss, and another strikeout with the changeup for Kellen O'Connor.
2 in a row right there in a big spot. One elevated just a little bit more than the last one, but velocity difference, movement enough to keep it off the bat.
So 25 pitches into the top of the first, and this is the true freshman Levi Clark from Marietta, Georgia. That OPS second best on Tennessee's roster. Good heater at 91. That is a high spin rate on that fastball from Kellen O'Connor. His 0-1 to Clark. It's stopped by the catcher Natilli. This is the most first inning pitches we've seen from Kellen O'Connor this year. And now his 12th start of the season. One. Change up away. Clark 0 for 4 yesterday, but for the season, more walks than strikeouts. Has shown patience. 2-2 as he chases. So Dean Curley had the 2-run single to right. Kellen O'Connor trying to leave 2. 2-2. Pop foul. Yesterday's starter for Cincinnati, Nate Taylor against Wake Forest. He had the grind. Ended up getting through 6 innings for the Bearcats on 118 pitches despite 7 hits and 4 walks. Already 30 pitches into this top of the first for Kellen O'Connor. 2-2 again. Clark fouls this one off.
Not afraid to challenge Clark with that fastball. Did it to start the at-bat. Last 2 fouled off.
Mentioned the spin rate. That was 25-20, which for a 4-seam fastball is really good.
Way up there.
Seventh pitch of the plate appearance from Kellen O'Connor to Levi Clark. Will have to wait. Kind of nodding his head. Yeah, it was worth the shot over there at second. With Edsley at second. 2-2. Clark spoils that. A grinding top of the first inning, really from the get-go. Eighth pitch. This is popped up in foul ground and fades off toward the concourse.
2 runs on the board already for Tennessee, but the fact that they have pushed this pitch count up to where it has been, worked back-to-back walks, and now Clark just keeps battling this at bat, just bodes well for the balance of the game, even if you only get the 2 that stand on the board now.
34th pitch of the first. Tried something else, tried a breaking ball. Listen to this crowd, loves it from the freshman Levi Clark. 10th pitch to the true freshman Levi Clark with 2 aboard. Full count. Clark has had really good at-bats for a freshman. Made easy natural power. This guy is super mature. Showing it again here. 11th pitch. Ball 4 and they're loaded.
That's a big time at bat from the freshman right there, man. You're battling, getting the pitch count up. For a guy in Kellen O'Connor, over the course of the season, walked 20 total. Has now walked 3 here in the first inning.
And Levi Clark hit his dugout with the let's go. Sends it to the 8 spot in Cannon Peebles. First pitch swinging, bloop to center. Diving catch made by Pitts. Derek Pitts, go and get it. And the true freshman saves a couple of runs.
For all of the action in that inning, Tennessee gets 2. This would have added at least 2 more. The freshman lays out, saves extra bases, saves extra runs. We'll see the Cincinnati offense next.
A super talented, toolsy junior for this team for Cincinnati, who had been dealing with an oblique issue the last 2 weeks. Jordan Bischel said to his pregame it's a 4-week injury. 2 weeks, he gave it a go. Really impressive, but was feeling it by the end of the game yesterday, and he is not a go today.
Still 2 bases yesterday, too. Was active on the base pass, can go get it in the outfield. We've seen the arm, so it's definitely a loss for an offense that relies on that type of player. They do have this guy, though. Carrington Cross, the Big 12 player of the year. Had quite a season. Kid that came back, had a chance to sign if he wanted to get his degree. Now gets a chance to play postseason baseball.
And we'll face Marcus Phillips. Uber talented junior from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 37th on our ESPN MLB draft rankings.
And for Marcus Phillips, coming into this season, he had made 2 career starts at the Division I level. And I think that needs to be remembered as you look at his season. He really has improved from a stolen base standpoint in the last 2 starts. Alabama, Arkansas starts, they didn't steal any bags. Now, the word was out because he was pretty slow to home plate, has picked it up a little bit. The issue is getting guys on first base because it is a mid to upper 90s fastball and a wipeout slider for a kid that has fit pretty well in that starting role all year for Tennessee.
Lynn Doyle said to us the other day that Marcus Phillips has insane potential. Said to us, it is absurd. Well, here he goes against Carrington Cross, and that is 95 up the ladder to start out, the Big 12 Player of the Year. Quite a career journey for the native of Brownsburg, Indiana. D1 Baseball says Carrington Cross is the best third baseman in the country. For a guy who is 23 years old, now a 4-year starter, but redshirted to begin his career. He was not a prime recruit. On the ground, left side in the hole. Gavin Keelan throws, not in time. Infield single, Carrington Cross to begin the first for Cincinnati.
Manny Marin, the third baseman, can't get to this. It's just too far for Keelan to go, throwing off balance. Cross runs pretty well, 15 of 18 on the year in stolen bases. We will see how active Cincinnati wants to get early right here.
Carrington Cross had 2 of those yesterday. Jack Natilli, the Rutgers transfer, was second team Big 12 with Cross not going, and our first look at what Bischel ball will look like against Marcus Phillips. Tons of stolen bases, tons of bunt singles, and an offense that just wants to put pressure on you no matter what. And the first pick from Marcus Phillips. Pretty small lead from Cross. Does some of that vaulting over there on the base paths.
Yeah, but the initial lead is very small right now. I mean, it's a step, maybe, where he started the first few pitches of this at bat. Now 2-0, you would think they're going to stand pat, see if Natilla gets a fastball to hit.
And part of it is just putting the thought in the pitcher's mind.
You feel like you got to be quicker to home plate because you know at some point they're going to run, and so often when guys are quicker to home plate, your arm doesn't speed up quite as much, and that ball elevates. And that ball elevates is when the Cincinnati offense can do some damage. They hit 3 home runs yesterday. They like getting in this ballpark.
Four-pitch walk, and Jack Natilli's on, and the first 2 have reached for Cincinnati against Marcus Phillips. The offensive origins go back to Jordan Bischel's time playing in Division III ball himself in the state of Wisconsin at St. Norbert in De Pere, Wisconsin. His old college coach is on staff, coaching first base, Tom Winsky. 2 aboard for Quentin Coates, power-hitting true freshman who offered at it, according to home plate umpire Wilson Rayner. Mentioned the power that we saw from Cincinnati yesterday, and freshmen were right in the middle of that, including this guy, Coates. 2-run shot, Oppo in the second inning, off his bat at 108. Big 12 all-freshman team for the native of Olathe, Kansas. And Coates is down 1-2 on 98 from Phillips.
It's got a little fuzz on it right there. Phillips has done a pretty good job of holding his velocity so far today, or so far this year. Started about 95, 96, that one at 98.
2-2. It's heavy fastball usage. And 43 of the 85 strikeouts for Marcus Phillips have been on the heater. We have him tracked at 100.8 in Hoover last week at the SEC tournament against none other than Justin LeBron. And now time called, and Cannon Peebles is going to head out and get on the same page with Phillips. Well, the offense has traffic for Jordan Bischel early on. 43-year-old in his second season, a native of Green Bay, Wisconsin, who was a two-way player, like we mentioned, in his D3 days. NAIA head coach in Nebraska, D2 head coach in Michigan, and then 5 years as the head coach at Central Michigan. 3 regionals there. 2-2. Coates strikes out. 1 away.
Primarily the mix is going to be fastball slider, pretty fastball heavy. This slider was good out of the hand. Really good down to it right there. Coates goes after one that you're just not going to get against Phillips. First out of his night is a strikeout.
Cleanup spot now in the left fielder Cal Sefcik. Sophomore from Illinois who transferred in from Indiana. Walked twice and had a firm line out in the 8th inning yesterday against Wake Forest. What do we got for an over-under on picks today for Marcus Phillips?
He's 6.5.
Okay.
What are we at right now?
3?
8.5.
Lines are.
It's a live number. It can move.
Tennessee fans know these numbers by now. 36 bags on 40 attempts against Phillips. Cross at second. Slider for a strike. Unofficially, we've been told 22 throws over from Phillips against Arkansas.
I wasn't there for that one. I was there for game one, but I didn't see that one.
1-1. Line foul. And you mentioned it, though. He has been better recently. He's been quicker to home.
He's controlled it better. I mean, no stolen bases his last 2 starts allowed. So the book got out. There was, everybody knew just because of the time to home plate. And ultimately, it just didn't give Peoples enough time to throw. But he's worked on it, made an adjustment. It's changed the way that people approach it.
Cross dancing. There were 3 weeks ago to the day that Tony Vitello said about Phillips, he needs to get better at it or he's not going to pitch. Well, he's pitching in a region.
Yeah, I still think he was going to pitch.
With that arm?
Yeah, you probably want that guy out there.
Lined into center, and Hunter Ensley for out number 2. Squared up by Sefcik, but right at Ensley. So Marcus Phillips has 2 down with 2 aboard still for the Bearcats, and now the DH in the 5 spot, Tommy O'Connor. Senior from Martinsville, Indiana, who when it's right with a ton of power. At times, at his best, he has helped carry Cincinnati. Third year playing for the Bearcats, 2nd year starter. Had a smaller role 2 years ago, and then last year, very good season with 12 home runs. Honorable mention Big 12 as he split time between first and DHing. 1-1. Marcus Phillips 1-1. Dots the outside part of the plate. Tennessee got 2 in the top of the first, and Marcus Phillips trying to strand 2 in the bottom of the first. Live line updates.
9.5.
If you had the over on a 4-hour game in the first game of this regional on day 2,
you're 1 for 1.
Life's good. Collect your winnings. 1-2. Up and away. And we had a wacky one to get started. 14-13 Wake Forest with a survival act against Miami, Ohio.
4 runs in the bottom of the 9th for Miami, Ohio. Tyne run was on third base to end it.
2-2. O'Connor strikes out.
Created a little bit of traffic, then just kind of took over from there. A couple strikeouts in the inning for Marcus Phillips. 1 complete in Knoxville. It's 2-0 early. Balls.
The importance of playing at home in this format, which goes back to 1999. 67% of regional hosts go to Supers. 70% of Super hosts go to Omaha. And for Tennessee, this place has treated them so well the last few years with this fabulous fan base, though they've struggled by their standards at home this year.
You don't see that very much. They lost 4 or 5 series at home within the SEC. Runs per game down, which you don't expect to see at this place either.
Manny Marin on the ground is short. In the hole, Charlie Niehaus. Long throw, nicely done for the first out.
That's making a tough one look pretty easy right there. Cross lays out, and then Niehaus. Quick transfer, gets to the right foot real early. He ends up throwing Marin out by a couple steps.
Redshirt freshman who Jordan Bischel said to us picks it really well. Yeah.
That is accurate, yes.
Well said, Coach. Back to the top, Gavin Keelan. Singleton scored in the top of the first. Pride of Milton, Wisconsin. 2 for 4 out of the leadoff spot yesterday. Walk, single, RBI single in the 5th inning. Mid-season first-team All-American and projected first-round pick. 2-0 from Kellen O'Connor. It was 37 pitches, 5 swings and misses in the first for Kellen O'Connor. He yearns for a quick second. Pulled into right field by Gavin Keelan. 1 out single, and he's got 2 more hits already.
3-0 green light. That's the swing you want to see on a 3-0 green light. Got a fastball center cut. A little bit away from him right there, but Keelan does always such a good job of covering the entire plate. 3-0, ready to go. Got one he liked. It's a 1 out single to right and a 2-hit day already for Gavin Keelan.
What do you think he'll be like as a pro? Because, man, especially the first half of the season before the hamstring injury, it was so good.
He absolutely was. A little bit different player. He's not as dynamic as Weatherholt, but the same thing happened to J.J. Weatherholt last year for West Virginia, to where when he was healthy, was a totally different player. And I mean, nobody really knows how much it's still bothering him right now, but clearly when healthy, I mean, he runs around and looks like a big leaguer.
He's on for Andrew Fisher. Ball and a strike to Fisher in the 2 spot. Walked and scored in the first. The 1-1. That's up and away. 2-1 from Kellen O'Connor. Kellen O'Connor came back last year at Cal State Bakersfield from injury 2 seasons ago. And now big part in this Cincinnati rotation. By the way, how about these unis for Cincinnati? The throwbacks.
We turn back the clock here. An old school Bearcat.
Sure is. Modeled after the jerseys Sandy Koufax wore when he pitched at Cincinnati. Typically worn at home on Sundays. And there's Sandy at Cincy. Basketball,
the basketball
and
player, Sandy Koufax, on the right.
10 points a game as a freshman. Got to share it. Scored a little bit as well.
I would bet, I mean, he had to be able to shoot it a little bit. One of the greatest left-handers in the history of the game.
Walked onto the freshman basketball team. Same coach, both programs, basketball and baseball. Trying out for the baseball team and ERA sub-3. That'll get you some more rope. Two and two on Andrew Fisher. O'Connor deals. Tennessee keeps grinding at bats on Kellen O'Connor.
They have done that, yeah. The stuff actually looks fine so far, but ultimately the next pitch would be his 50th of the game already.
He has slowed the pace as well with traffic on the base paths. Seventh pitch from O'Connor to Fisher. Marin grounded out to short. Keelan singled, and now Fisher. Good stop by Jack Natilli. Tennessee grinding at bats right from the get-go against Kellen O'Connor. Another toss over to check on Keelan ahead of a 3-2. Popped up foul. Fisher 1 for 5 yesterday, RBI single in the 4th. He will reapply the spray.
Keelan 6 of 8 this year in stolen bases, so wouldn't shock you if they put him in motion right here.
Ninth pitch not going, and Fisher strikes out. Big put away for Kellen O'Connor. His 3rd strikeout, and there's 2 down in the 2nd.
That's a changeup he's going away with right there. Intentionally try to, you don't see a lot of left-on-left changeups the opposite side of the plate, but that's the one that O'Connor, I think, really has the most confidence in, moving it around, throwing it in any count. Got a big swing and miss of a big-time hitter right there.
Yeah, has some cut to it again. So 2 down now, the 3-hitter Hunter Ensley. Ensley worked to walk in the 1st. Packed house at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. 50+ pitches in for O'Connor. Try to change up toward the back door. Jordan Bischel's offense had traffic against Marcus Phillips, who stranded 2. There's a strike. Another changeup. 1 and 2 on Ensley. Kellen O'Connor's 1-2. Just misses down. Good take by Hunter Ensley. This Tennessee offense so good at not expanding.
They are. I think it doesn't get talked about enough. It's just the play discipline that they have. Power, yes, but the power is because they force you back into the zone.
Ensley on a line right field at Donovan Ford to end the inning. Kellen O'Connor posts a 0. Cincinnati bats down by 2 in the second at Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Ooh, look at those pork chops. With Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Yes, please. Ranch seasoned, savory, and sizzling. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th.
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew, what kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Cincinnati got into the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2019 and only the second time since 1974.
Pretty cool day. I mean, what Jordan Bischel's been able to do right there in a very short period of time, and you can see tied the most runs they've scored in an NCAA tournament. Game 1 here in Knoxville.
11 runs, 10 hits in that win over Wake. Derek Pitts had some fine moments in that game. 2 hits, 2-run single in the first, then a 2-run Oppo home run in the second. Marcus Phillips sends one to the backstop. Jordan Bischel said after the game, with guys like Pitts, we knew when we recruited them they would be great players. And Pitts has taken over the last few weeks in center field, prompted by injury. Jordan Bischel said when the door opened for a guy like Pitts, he ran right through it. Pitts said the home run was probably the best moment of his career.
Well, the catch in center field's got to be up there too, because he's going to get a chance to see it a few more times on SportsCenter, I think, tonight. You go full Superman mode early, that they tend to take notice of that.
Swing and a miss. Pitts dispatched on 97 from Marcus Phillips, who has fanned 3 of the last 4.
Elevated to 96. Top of the zone, away from Pitts right there. For Phillips, you know the fastball is going to play. It's just whether or not he can throw the slider in the zone enough to get that fastball to have even more respect during the course of the game.
Christian Mitchell now, and that's a pretty good looking slider. Mitchell into the starting lineup today with no Landon Vitterick, again with an oblique issue that is still causing him problems. Bouncing ball towards second, and Dean Curley throws out Christian Mitchell, and a couple quick outs in the second for Marcus Phillips. Marcus Phillips has grown so much from last year. You said it, just a couple of starts and only 20 innings.
Yeah, and Tony Vitello and Frank Anderson talk about it. Like, you get thrown into a weekend rotation in this conference, and people forget about what Tennessee lost from last year. I mean, they lost a weekend rotation and 5 guys that did 20 home runs, and yet they were the last undefeated team in the country this year. Like, it's new people in new roles, and Marcus Phillips is in a new role. The talent's through the roof. The experience just isn't there yet. So you see flashes of greatness, and there's been a bunch of them this year. It's the consistency that I think is going to continue to come. I think he's got a chance to pitch in the big leagues for a long time, because the growth is only going to continue.
That's what Liam Doyle was saying to us when we talked to him. He was like, remember, Marcus has only been pitching for a few years, and he's hitting 101 as a freak athlete on the mound.
Yeah.
Doyle's pretty good, too.
He ain't bad.
1-2 on Charlie Niehaus, the redshirt freshman shortstop. We asked Tony Vitello what's been most impressive about Marcus Phillips, and he said the overall maturity this year. He said never a bad kid by any means, but he's just dialed in his routines, focused, figuring things out. Figured out that he wants to be great. Weak ground ball left side. Manny Marin, tough play to his left. Nicely done. 1-2-3 on 10 pitches for Marcus Phillips. Tony Vitello joins us when we come back.
We see plenty of summer days in triple digits, and we knew that the Trex material was going to be a little cooler, but was shocked how much cooler it is.
Trex, the #1 performance-engineered decking and railing brand for your life outdoors.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio? Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalashvili, the Sugar Show, Juliana Pena.
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison,
I will be champion.
It was good for Liam, though.
Third inning, Tennessee's up 2-0 on Cincinnati. Tony Vitello joins us now. Liam Doyle was on the mound yesterday. Marcus Phillips, Tony, on the bump today. What have you thought of his first couple innings?
It's just always good to see him out there because we got him last year at a young age. He's younger than he's supposed to be for his birth date. It's beating the drum a bunch, so you guys have probably already talked about it, but he's early in his development, even though he's very big physically. You know, and he's done some things well for us this year, but I think he keeps getting better in a bunch of different areas. So I think it's good each time he gets out there, and his teammates love playing behind him.
We were talking about it, and one of the things we were talking about is he had 2 career starts before he came into this season. And then now you're thrown on the weekend in this environment, in this league. So from a growth standpoint, what have you seen? And then where do you think it can go for him?
Yeah, it's been rapid. And, you know, I don't mean to get too preachy, but it's a good example for his teammates or other kids is as he matured as a person, and he's always been a great kid, comes from a great family, but just as he cleaned up his habits and had good work routines and took pride in a lot of other things that maybe you don't get credit for on the mound. The mound stuff, Dean's strong, so it'd be nice if it would go over the fence.
Dean Curley, batter's eye!
Strength coach ain't even out here. But, you know, he's just been an awesome kid, and so it's nice that the stuff, you know, on the mound, he gets better kind of in a parallel or exponentially, however the right way to say that is.
I think they both fit. You've raved about Dean Curley, just about the kid and the unselfishness and the way that he's handled moving to a different position. But I don't want to speak for you. Somebody asked you the question about Dean and what he's done this year. What would you say?
He's helped us win, and he's represented us exactly the way you would want a player to. And also, he makes it fun to come to work every day. And we're going to miss him when he's gone. He's left this place way better than when he found it. So those are all the things that I think, I don't mean to speak for you guys, that all three of us would like people to say about us. And I know they say about you two guys. I'm in deep question with especially probably the umpires. But anywho, results come and go on the field. These kids play with a lot of pressure, especially in our league now, and then social media is out of control. It's great to have interactive stuff, but I've seen how big leaguers are having to make adjustments and stop some of those. It gets wild. So when you sign up for this, you get a lot of great things, but with it comes a lot of things you got to manage too, and he's done a great job of it.
They like you a fair amount around here, and you've got really good restaurant recommendations. So we appreciate all of that.
And I appreciate you guys too. You always do a good job, so appreciate you.
Tony, thanks.
Take care.
Yeah, he said Dean Curley pretty strong. It got out. Daddy hat adorned. Big fly.
Dean's pretty strong. I hope that's a home run. That's all you got to do. We didn't see it, but he actually gave the home run sign in the middle of that interview too.
Oh, so that was nose to forehead.
Yeah, and Dean saw it.
I didn't know if he was going to want to give up the headset, honestly, after that. Another big fly for this Tennessee offense. Very good restaurant recommendations, by the way. Lonesome Dove, thank you for having us. Levi Clark, who had one of the best plate appearances that we have seen in 2 days at this regional across 4 games back in the first. 11 pitches and a walk against Kellen O'Connor. Gave up the 2 in the first, then gives up the home run there to Dean Curley, 107 off his bat. And now 65 pitches for Kellen O'Connor. 3-0 on Levi Clark. If we had a little more time with Tony, I was going to ask him what he feels before games, because he's always pacing around down in the dugout.
He's not sitting in one place very often.
Clark works a walk. Oh, he was stationary watching Dean Curley do this.
Not a whole lot of movement in that swing. And it makes it uncomfortable sometimes in the mound. You like to see guys that have a bunch of moving parts. You feel like there's more holes that you can go after. For Curley, it's just a pretty simple move to home plate. And Tony said it. That was the starting shortstop in the national championship team last year, who just went out dead central on a fastball out away from him. Draft eligible sophomore. I think everybody expects that he will probably sign, but he's another one that's got a chance to play for a while. You seem to say that about a lot of guys that wear the orange uniform right now. He's turning out some dudes.
Great recruiting class on the way again for Tennessee. He's already had some portal ads here in recent days. And it's a stroke by Cannon Peebles, but he hooked it foul. Estimated at 403 feet. Cannon Peebles has had some good swings now. He had that ball into center in the first, where Derek Pitts robbed him. And 2 hits yesterday. Doubled from both sides of the plate. Smash from the left side early in the game at 107 off his bat, and then from the right side to lead off that inning. Chopper up the middle, tough play, Christian Mitchell, and a pick from Coates. Cincinnati is flashing the leather so far in Knoxville.
At the middle of this infield. Niehaus showed us a beauty before. Now Mitchell didn't start last night, gets to start at second tonight. Backhand play to get the Bearcats off the field.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Clorox Sentiva cleans like Clorox, smells like lavender, feels like trusted clean, long-lasting freshness. Clorox Sentiva.
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games, no fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, you always have your vacation home to yourself. Make it a Verbo.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Bottom of the third, Cincinnati coming up against Marcus Phillips. Jordan Bischel, nice enough to stop by. Jordan, what have you just seen from Marcus Phillips the first 2 innings?
Well, he throws really hard, and he's commanding a slider right now, so those things help you. I guess scouts weren't wrong when they thought he might be draftable. But, no, he's doing a good job. I think when we got a guy on base and made him think about the run game a little, he lost a little command, and we got to put a little pressure on him there.
I know you got a kid in Kellen O'Connor that is thrown a lot of innings in college baseball. What have you seen so far from him tonight? What does he have to do against this offense?
Yeah, I liked that third inning. I thought the first inning he just didn't pitch to contact. I mean, command was not bad. Everything was around the plate, but ultimately he got to 4 balls too often, and that put guys all over the bases where a base hit led to multiple runs. The solo home run is going to happen against these guys. They've done 100 some times this year, but we gotta limit it to that type of stuff.
Jordan, we talked to you pregame, and I know you're locked in on this game right now, but Landon Vitterick, what he's meant to you guys, how he toughed it out for you yesterday, just how big a loss is it to not have him tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we like the 9 we got in there, but obviously we hit him first in the lineup for a reason. Usually the first guy is a guy you have a lot of confidence in, so stinks not having him in there. I know he's dying to be out there, but also doesn't want to put his team in a bad spot by playing when he's not healthy enough to do it.
Jordan, thank you.
I appreciate
Thanks,
you guys
man.
having me on. Bad Mountain Dew, drink of champions.
On the right side of your screen is he.
It's not his first one today, I don't think.
A little over-under fun with him, too. By the way, Donovan Ford did pull back. And now works a 5-pitch walk. So here we go. All right, you got speed aboard for Cincinnati. You've been through the lineup once. Everyone's had a look at Marcus Phillips. And you heard Jordan Bischel say that they thought Phillips didn't have the same command when they did have runners on in the first.
And the one thing that does change, I mean, when there's nobody on base, the only thing you got to focus on is the guy standing 60 feet away. Obviously, with a Cincinnati offense like this, when they do have people on base, you got to focus on 2 things. First and foremost, varying your looks, make sure it looks a little bit different, then ultimately executing 60 feet from there.
So Carrington Cross gets another look at Phillips after Cross rolled one into the 6 hole in the first and reached on an infield single. Big 12 Player of the Year with Ford aboard. 7 bags for Ford coming into the weekend. Spent so much time on their base stealing and base running. You asked a question to Jordan Bischel the other day, and he said it is 4 or 5 days a week in the fall. 30 minutes a day, just pouring a lot of time into the way they play.
You don't turn into a good base stealing team just by having fast guys. I mean, obviously you recruit a certain kind of athlete because you want to play that style, but at the same time, you practice it just like everything else. And it's not as simple as saying just get a decent lead and go. There's so many different things that base runner's looking for.
Ford goes and picked a good one to go on. On a slider, Donovan Ford swipes second on Phillips and Peebles and moves into scoring position.
There's not that big of a time difference, but it does matter. When you get off speed, catcher has to sit back just a little bit longer. That could be the difference right there. Donovan Ford, good slide. Aiming for the outside part of the bag, got his left arm stuck just a little bit, but steals his 8th of the year.
And you see him, he's dancing off second, and then the fastball, boy, it was close.
That was pretty good. Yeah. And if it missed just down.
(3-1). That's a strike and a full count. Cross Big 12 Player of the Year, joining others in program history to win such an award in great company as he lined the heater foul. Like said, Josh Harrison in the Big East, Ian Happ in the American, and old Vols friend Griffin Merritt in the American.
All right. Before he made his way here.
You're either going to have the Griffin Merritt game or the Chase Burns game, depending on Tennessee's opponent today. Phillips 3-2. Cross works a walk. So back-to-back walks, and now 3 total of them from Marcus Phillips, and the first 2 are on. Frank Anderson will come out and visit. And Frank Anderson with a word on his way out as well.
He'll do that every once in a while.
What's he barking at?
I don't know. He's got to find somebody to bark at. He's so much fun to sit and talk to. But man, when he gets in between the lines, he can get it going. He's a guy I would have loved to pitch for, because you know that when you need somebody to come out and shake you up a little bit, he's definitely going to do that. I think sometimes he knows how to go out there and settle guys down a little bit too. He's worked with some good ones, man. And I mean, Tony had it, but Frank has such high praise for Marcus Phillips too, and the growth that has taken place. And then ultimately, start looking at the pro side of it. I think it gets interesting to see where you draft him. It just depends on how much more you can project. With Doyle, I think you get a pretty good idea who you get. With Phillips, I think the improvement can maybe continue a little bit more just because he hasn't been out there as much. It's a really exciting arm. Now he's got to go to work. The first 2 on here in the meat of this Cincinnati order is just a 3-run game.
For Phillips against Jack Natilli, who walked his first time back in the first. That's ball 1 to start with soft stuff from Marcus Phillips with the slider. Natilli is very talented in his own right. Jordan Bishel said to us the other day, I think this guy's going to be a big leaguer. He's improved a ton since he was at Rutgers last year and then transferred in for his sophomore season. On the ground, base hit right field, Jack Natilli. Donovan Ford to the plate. Reese Chapman's throw is not in time. Bearcats on the board.
Leadoff walk for Donovan Ford. He goes and steals second base, and a backside ground ball right here by Natilli. The Chapman was charging. He was coming on this one too. Looked like there may be a play at the plate, but ultimately Ford did not break stride. He was going the entire way. Throw up the line a little bit. Good base running by Carrington Cross, who goes first to third on it. Cincinnati gets their first run on the board. Still first and third with nobody out.
And a big power bat, Quentin Coates in the 3 spot. Slider called a strike to the 6'3", 225-pound rookie from Olathe, Kansas. 20th straight start at first. Jordan Bishel said to us the other day, I should have been playing him earlier. Real power from Coates, as we saw yesterday. Quickly 0-2 from Marcus Phillips. Cincinnati offense went through some slumps and some skids, and Coates helped lift them up. It's a team that's endured its share of injuries this year. Some guys in and out of the lineup, including tonight. 0-2. Coates stays alive.
Phillips got away with one there. 0-2, that slider's a little bit too good for a kid like Coates that can run into one just a little bit out in front of it.
Walk, single in the third. 0-2. Backs up for strike 3 called. Phillips snaps off a good one to strike out Coates.
There's a difference between a hanging breaking ball and a backup breaking ball. The hanging breaking balls often get hit a long ways. The backup breaking balls, a lot of times you get that reaction. Hitters give up on it. Looks like it's going to come in. They don't recognize spin on the slider. Catches the inside part of the plate. Big first out strikeout right there for Phillips here in the third.
And now Cal Sefcik, who lined sharply to center his first time. It's the beauty of that pitch. Like, you're not trying to throw it, and the hitter is not expecting backup.
I swear guys should start to try to throw it. Because when's the last time you saw a backup break a ball inside to a right-hander get hit fair? You generally don't get a reaction. If so, they hook it 50 feet foul.
Heater there from Phillips. Yeah, we got everything. We got sweepers, we got gyro sliders. We had a spiked slider from Cincinnati's ace, Nate Taylor, yesterday.
That thing. I hadn't seen one of those in a while. It was like the old school Messina knuckle breaking ball.
In the air, right field. Chapman goes back onto the track, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Carrington Cross scores on a sac fly, and Cincy has made this a 1-run ball game in the third. So Cal Sefcik with a sac fly from the cleanup spot. And it's 3-2 here in the last of the third inning.
Yeah, and both 2 walks to lead this inning off have come around to score.
And a man still aboard for Tommy O'Connor. Senior DH in the 5 spot, struck out his first time you see on a slider for Marcus Phillips. Change to start. It's a firm changeup at 90 miles an hour.
It's just enough of a velocity difference to get hitters off of it. It's got pretty good movement away from a lefty. He's not going to throw it a ton. Essentially, he's only going to throw it to left-handed hitters, but stole a strike with it there.
Now check on Tilly, the catcher. Entered the weekend just 3 for 3 in stolen bases. By the way, we got updates coming in from our stats and info group, unsolicited updates.
Uh-oh.
So
you're the only one getting them. I like this. You got the direct line. What do you got, update desk?
Our game went 423, the first one today. Little Rock, Rhode Island. Back pick throw is not going to get into Tilly from Peoples. Little Rock, Rhode Island has been 4 hours, 9 minutes going into the bottom of the 9th. And Georgia Tech, Murray State started 40 minutes ago, and they're still in the first inning.
Oh, doctor. Well, the good news is Dave Neal and Ben McDonald got a lot of sleep last night, so I'm sure they were ready for a 4-hour piece to get things started in Baton Rouge today.
Got a feeling it's frisky in that booth. Phillips checks again. Yeah, that Little Rock, Rhode Island score. How about 22-10? Little Rock up on Rhodey. Good recovery from Cannon Peebles to keep Jack Natilli at first. We got Duke up on Georgia 3-1 4th inning. Florida State.
Yeah, 7-1 on Mississippi State to battle the left-handers, and so far it's the Florida State offense that's been the story.
Plenty of run support, plenty of points for Jamie Arnold. 1-2. Trying to change up 2-2 on Tommy O'Connor. West Virginia up 3-0 on 11 seed Clemson at Doug Kingsmore Stadium.
Oregon, the first national seed or top 16 seed to get knocked out. Cal Poly bounced them earlier today.
This one skied to left. Dalton Bargo goes back into the corner, and Bargo jumps to make the catch. Tommy O'Connor's got a lot of power, and the wind blowing out to left, but Dalton Bargo runs it down, and Cincinnati settles for 2. Skied by Tommy O'Connor into the corner at Lindsey Nelson Stadium, and Bargo tracks it down for Marcus Phillips.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they're free to dream. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games, no fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, you always have your vacation home to yourself. Make it a Verbo.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
You know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio. Elio.
You are more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. Cody and I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
As promised, some news and notes from regional action so far, day 2, and Oregon. USADA-KP bounced and the first top 16 seed out.
Southern Miss needed 2 in the 8th to stay alive. Excuse me, I think it was 2 in the top of the 9th to stay alive. Won that game 6-5. Alabama had the lead late. North Dakota State heading south to Fayetteville and sending KU west back to Lawrence.
Dan Fitzgerald's team had a very good season in the Big 12. Manny Marin grounds this one over at Carrington Cross. Of course, these are the regionals that match up, Fayetteville and Knoxville. Arkansas, number 3 national seed. Tennessee here, 14. Creighton got a win yesterday against Kansas, 11-4. Arkansas passed North Dakota State 6-2. And that is coming less than an hour from now. Arkansas and Creighton winners bracket here on ESPN+.
A good win for the Jays. Ed Service announced his retirement before the season. Mark Kingston, the coach in waiting. Ed's got him back to the postseason. Creighton's only appearance in the College World Series, 1991. And aside from Nebraska being there the 3 times, it was a really cool setting when the Jays were there. They got a lot of work to do, but they got a shot.
Cannot wait to be at the Chuck.
Oh yeah, we're within 2 weeks now, buddy.
We are. Get your Zestos and your Drover reservations lined up. Gavin Keelan swings at the 2-0 and lofted to shallow left. Cal Sefcik races in and it drops. Keelan motors to third, crosses throw to O'Connor, gets away. Gavin Keelan ends up at third and a collision in left. Shortstop Charlie Niehaus ran out. Cal Sefcik, the left fielder, was coming in. Niehaus in the middle there, slow to get up.
Yeah, there are times that I don't really understand why guys play as deep as they do in this ballpark, because ultimately if they hit it over your head, it's going to go out. And Sefcik was kind of in that spot. He's about 4 steps in front of the warning track in left field. And so a ball that off the bat you're thinking is going to be a fairly routine play in left field. Instead, he can't get there. It's an uncomfortable run for Niehaus because you feel like you're going to get hit at any point with that left fielder charging. That's a triple right there. Some triples are created differently, and that one looked like a sure out off the bat. Instead, Gavin Keelan's 3 for 3 with a triple.
And now a fake throw to third. Kellen O'Connor did not get Gavin Keelan to bite. Oh, that is fun. That is fun.
Why not?
Kellen O'Connor did not throw it. Look at Carrington Cross sell it, and then O'Connor raced trying to get Keelan off the bag.
Look at Josh Elander, the third base coach. Double meal money today, because immediately went to the base and said, do not move.
Oh, it's all happening now.
They're not just interesting when they're on the base pass.
Corey Klingenbeck is a senior catcher on this team, a reserve for Cincinnati. He's in the dugout going bananas because he thought they were going to get him. That's a huge credit to Josh Elander. That's a strike from Kellen O'Connor, 1-1 on Andrew Fisher.
Do you remember the Grand Illusion play? That this is far before you were born, that Miami ran at Omaha against Wichita State?
I do not.
It was one like that, except at first base, but it worked.
On the ground, up the middle, into the shift to get a run home. Charlie Niehaus throws out Andrew Fisher. Keelan did not bite. He scores, and the Bulls lead by 2.
That's just good offense right there. I mean, a flare triple to left that got things going, but then Fisher, you see the infield back, especially in the middle. A ground ball that way is going to score a run. So, Grand Illusion. Miami's playing Wichita State. I'm getting the Miami piece right. They faked the throw to first. Phil Stevenson's on first base. It had like 80-some stolen bases on the year. They had the bullpen in. The bullpen acts like they're chasing it. The first base acts like they're chasing it. He flips it to second base.
Hunter Ensley on the ground to Carrington Cross, who gobbles and throws out Ensley.
And Stevenson's out. And at the time, his older brother was the head coach of Wichita State, Gene Stevenson. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. Didn't work in this inning, but Tennessee adds another. Midway through the fourth, Vols lead at 4-2.
I'd do anything.
Let's put magic fairy dust on Murphy and Buzz so we can play together forever.
Wait, I have a better idea. Let's go to PetSmart. Check out Hill Science Diet. It's formulated for long, healthier lives.
Nice. PetSmart. Anything for pets.
Pedro's parents got more than they bargained for. A good deal and a new best friend for their son.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Feel protected under our roof, so your family can dream fearlessly. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio. Elio.
You are more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. Cody and I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually, kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Well, Jordan Bishop comes out, talks with home plate umpire Wilson Rayner, and they share a smile. Do you think that it's something when you try a hidden ball trick like that that you do give the umpires a heads up?
I think it would make sense. I mean, I don't know if you do in that spot. I mean, you got to do it pregame in a way that nobody else can see it, I guess, because both guys are meeting at home plate. Both head coaches are meeting at home plate at the same time. But yeah, I think it would make sense. I love the fact that they tried it. I mean, why not? You're trying to steal an out right there. Run around third, less than 2 outs. That's why you put it in.
Bunt bid, and Derek Pitts offered it that one. Crowd a little Bronx cheer. They thought Donovan Ford offered at one leading off the bottom of the third. Perhaps Tony Vitello thought the same. One and two from Marcus Phillips, who punched out Derek Pitts on 97 his first time back in the second. I am so here for any and all hidden ball tricks.
Absolutely.
It's a PSA to any teams watching. On the ground to short. We had Gavin Keelan. Sidearm sling. Like if Wake Forest is watching, you're welcome to tomorrow.
Open up the bag tomorrow. I mean, you got to pick the right spot. And you got to realize that if it doesn't work, you're done for the year. Like that one, you got to come up with another one, because then the word is going to be out for whatever it was. But I'm all here for it, Jordan.
It's like a good onside kick in college football when you're trying to spring an upset. Like, you've got to crack at it, maybe surprise to start the second half or whatever it is. But that's your chance, because then it's all over the scouting.
Yeah, then the book is out and everybody's going to know that it potentially happens.
And special teams coordinators are fearful for their lives at that point. Christian Mitchell swings through the off speed. Good slider there from Marcus Phillips. Mitchell, we told you getting the start with no Landon Viderick, still dealing with that oblique issue. Mitchell, a transfer from Central Michigan. Popped up short of right, and Reese Chapman there for out number 2. So 5 in a row now set down by Marcus Phillips after the RBI single from Jack Natilli for Cincinnati in the 3rd.
Now batting the shortstop, Charlie Niehaus.
Two down, Charlie Niehaus, redshirt freshman shortstop who grounded to 3rd his first time. He got undercut by Cal Sefcik. Initially the contact on his left knee, and then Niehaus landed on his right shoulder. Good to see he's able to stay in, not showing any ill effects. Spits on the slider, 1-1. Sefcik collided with Niehaus, both good. Knee-high strike to Niehaus, and it's 1-2. That's around the time of the night when Liam Doyle settled in yesterday. Now Marcus Phillips, his second time through, looking comfortable. Gas!
We see plenty of summer days in triple digits, and we knew that the Trex material was going to be a little cooler, but was shocked how much cooler it is.
Trex, the #1 performance-engineered decking and railing brand for your life outdoors.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
You know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio. Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I can say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. Cody and I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Tennessee, the reigning national champions, and the teams that have gone back-to-back, starting with Texas.
49-50. Texas won it the first year. It was in Omaha, Nebraska. Stanford, Coach Markowitz did it back-to-back, 87 and 88. Jack McDowell, Mike Messina. The Tigers in the mid-90s. Oregon State back-to-back years for their first of 3 national titles. And South Carolina Gamecocks last year at Rosenblatt, first year at the new ballpark, won it back-to-back years for Ray Tanner.
This is what Tennessee and Tony Vitello lost from last year. You mentioned 5 guys with 20-plus home runs, some we hadn't seen in college baseball before, and then your entire weekend rotation.
And I understand that they played 3 games in the finals, played more games than anybody else. They struck out 700 people last year. 700 strikeouts for that pitching staff. And 184 home runs. Those are gross combinations of numbers.
Speaking of South Carolina, Jackie Bradley Jr., we understand that he and Roy Philpott had A foul ball hit their car, we understand?
Oh, it didn't just hit their car.
Smash?
It went straight through the windshield and was laying in the seat when they got there. You got to go see the pictures.
It's like a signature.
It was a very good entry. I mean, like the Russian judge would have given it a 9.5. It went directly in.
They're down at Auburn. Dalton Bargo, 0-2 against Kellen O'Connor. Yeah, if you're dying to check out Roy Philpott's Twitter account, you should. Goes into the car and ends up in the back left seat.
Yeah.
It's right behind the driver.
There you go.
A couple sprinkles of glass in there as well.
That's just what those guys, they needed another baseball. I mean, now you got one.
On the ground at first. Quentin Coates says, I got you. One down.
I lost a rental car window one time in Florida. Zanino got me in batting practice. Oh, the spot you were never supposed to park at the old ballpark behind left field in Florida. Rolled the dice one too many times. Thankfully, Disney took the added insurance, so we were good on it.
I was going to say, how do rental car companies, or I guess our employer, handle that?
They give you a new one. We got an issue. There's a baseball in my front seat. I didn't put it there.
Trust me, he's going to be a big leaguer and a very good one.
He'll sign it someday, but for now, I can't see out the front.
Dean Curley sent one off the batter's eye. He pelted it his last time in the third. He'd only homered once his previous 22 games. He's driven in 3 tonight with a 2-run single in the first. Most RBIs in a game for him since March 15th against the Gators. Called a strike, 0-2.
This one looked a little bit down. It looked a lot down. Good presentation behind home plate, but I don't think that was a strike.
It's all in presentation. I love a good rowdy fan base on a Saturday night too. I
You came to the right spot.
Yeah.
You came to the right location.
1-2. Bounced in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, we are leading the league in Bronx cheers in this inning alone. It's great Vol Nation. Happy to have Tennessee at home again in a regional. 2-2. Full count on Dean Curley, who's come all the way back. Draft eligible sophomore from Laverne, California. His head coach looking on. Pow pitch. High in the air to left at Cal Sefcik. Hangs with it for out number 2. Oh, we do have evidence, it sounds like, on the car of JPJ.
Yeah.
Look at the drop line.
It happened. Ball was found in car. Yes, it was. Right in the seat.
It's like a police log.
Yes. Very straightforward. Did not look like this when I went to the ballpark.
2 outs, bases empty. Reese Chapman has struck out twice, both times swinging left on left with Kellen O'Connor. Who has settled in some himself. Gave up that triple on a ball skied by Gavin Keelan in the 4th. RBI ground out. Otherwise, it would still be a 1-run game. 2-0 from Kellen O'Connor. Approaching 90 pitches. Most of the arms you want for Cincinnati the rest of the night available. That's up high, 3-0 from O'Connor. Probably going to see Brandon Shire at some point. Adam Buczkowski, the Sidewinder with the Batman mask, is available again after working yesterday. Carson Marsh could be in line to start tomorrow if he's not used today. That misses. 4-pitch walk. And Reese Chapman's on with 2 outs for Tennessee, up 2 in the 5th.
Now batting, number 30, Levi Clark.
Levi Clark serenaded as he stands in with a man aboard. Very highly regarded player who made it to campus. He's a top 2 player out of Georgia, top 40 overall in his class, according to Perfect Game.
He was on a heater to start the year. There is big-time power in that swing. And then beginning of the SEC season, kind of SEC pitching was getting to him. Now towards the end of the season, he's back in there every day.
I've seen a couple really good plate appearances from him, including that 11-pitch walk back in the 1st that just looked big league. More walks than strikeouts coming into the weekend and an on-base percentage of .490.
It's an OPS of 1,100 with more walks than strikeouts as a freshman.
Good stop by Jack Natilli. Nobody's up in the Cincinnati bullpen with pitch number 95. Up the ladder, 2-2 on Clark. Fouled back.
Three at bats so far for Levi Clark, walked in each of the first 2. This will be the 22nd pitch that he's seen in those 3 at bats.
Add to it.
.97 total. He's seen almost a quarter of the pitches in this game that have been thrown.
Him alone in the 7 spot against Kellen O'Connor. He was probably sick of seeing Levi Clark. And now time's called by Jack Natilli before the 2-2. While we got a moment, NCAA regional coverage for all 16 sites continues tomorrow on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. For more info, visit NCAA.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Mississippi State's got a couple runs back. It's now 7-3 Florida State, the number 9 national seed in Tallahassee over on ESPN2. Duke's up 4-1 on Georgia, the number 7 overall seed on SEC Network in Athens. West Virginia up 4-0 on Clemson in the bottom of the 5th. In the air to right at Donovan Ford. Inning over. Levi Clark flies out. Kellen O'Connor gets him for the first time, and we're halfway through in Knoxville.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
We see plenty of summer days in triple digits, and we knew that the Trex material was going to be a little cooler, but was shocked how much cooler it is.
Trex, the #1 performance-engineered decking and railing brand for your life outdoors.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th.
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Bouncing around from site to site right here on Squeeze Play Live. If there are home runs or big plays, you will not miss. Let's lose our minds.
Well, that's one way to get the party started.
That's a bad flip. Get used to that this weekend. This is your one-stop shop for everything Road to Omaha.
Schick, you had me at lose your minds, and Big Ben, you had me as let's get the party started. Scan that QR code and you can access Squeeze Play ESPN Plus. You know the particulars by now, or right now you can flip over during our commercial breaks to ESPNU, where Squeeze Play is up and running on linear American television.
Yes, go get it, crew.
Right now they got their eyes on North Carolina and Oklahoma. A little bit delayed, but eventually underway with a premium pitching matchup. And Duke, Georgia. Tyler Albright batting for the Blue Devils of Chris Pollard, and they got us up as well on ESPNU showing the Squeeze Play QR code. It's a little inception for you. Donovan Ford pops up the 1-0 from Marcus Phillips. Andrew Fisher there for the first out. One away for Phillips with Tennessee up by 2. Last couple innings, what have you seen from Phillips?
I think he's looked comfortable all day. I know he's walked a few guys. I mean, last inning was one of his best. He's had 2 different innings that he's faced the minimum. He's walked 3 guys. 2 of them scored. But I think that's the thing with Phillips is most of the time you're not going to see him get hit all around the yard. The stuff is too good. So if you're going to get him, you're going to have to get him by maybe him helping you out a little bit. And when you do get on, potentially trying to create a little bit more offensive havoc when you're out there.
He's working here in the 5th against Carrington Cross, who's got an infield single, a walk, and a run scored. Marcus Phillips hasn't made it through 5 in any of his last 4 starts. Last time he did so was that late April start in Baton Rouge, 6 2/3 and a win. When he punched out 6, worked around 4 walks and a couple home runs. Two and 2 on Carrington Cross. Carrington Cross has a bright future. Chemical engineering major. Had pro opportunities after last year, his 4th year of college, but wanted to come back for a 5th. Told us this place was very important to him. He's going to have opportunities after this season in all kinds of ways.
Yeah, he's going to get a chance to play somewhere. That's for sure. But the nice thing is whenever that ends, and you hope it's 15 years from now, and if he wants to use the degree, he can. He's also going to have a job the next day if he wants it. Not a bad way to leave college.
Guy who stuck around when Jordan Bischel and this staff came in, and when this program went to the Big 12 as well. We asked Jordan Bischel about it, and he didn't take any credit for it. He said it was kind of an easy sell because they were moving into a power conference. Who wouldn't want to play in the Big 12 if you were already a starter at Cincinnati when the new staff came in? Cross has bought in, and he's fired up here as he gets aboard for the 3rd time against Marcus Phillips. So another one of those walks from Phillips. Look who's up in the bullpen for Tennessee, A.J. Russell. Highly regarded draft prospect. Last year a preseason first-team All-American. Had the TJ last summer. Has worked his way back this year and has looked good recently.
Yeah, he has. I mean, that's like a trade deadline deal right there for Tennessee. You're getting that arm back at the end of the year.
Tony Vitello told us coming into this weekend it could be 70 to 80 pitches for A.J. Russell. I think he's certainly capable of giving him length. Maybe on a day like today, taking him home. Phillips picks off Carrington Cross, and a fan base rejoices. I mean, they knew it as he was throwing to first.
This is where you can get caught on that false step. It's just lean a little bit too much. Marcus Phillips, you can see, caught him mid-jump. In that vault step out towards second base, if you spin right at the right time, when that base runner's in the air, there's just not enough time to get back, set your foot, and then get back to the base. First pickoff of the year right there for Phillips.
A pitcher's feel for it, or is a catcher signaling in a case like that?
I would doubt there was a signal. There might have been. If there was, it's probably a dropped glove. I didn't see it, but some of it is good pitching luck to where you spin at the right time. But they know, I mean, it's not just that you know Cincinnati steals bases. You know that they do that. You take that vault step, and sometimes that adds a little bit to the fastball, too. Pick off Carrington Cross, 96 to strike out Natilli. Phillips has the good stuff tonight.
Building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The WNBA on ESPN. We can't get enough.
The Women's College World Series on the networks of ESPN.
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. Good one going in the winner's bracket in Knoxville, Tennessee, with 4 runs on 5 walks. They have worked some counts against Kellen O'Connor and lead 4-2 on Cincinnati, who just had Carrington Cross picked off by Marcus Phillips. Cannon Peebles stings one fair down the left field line into the corner. Leadoff double for Peebles. A 3rd double this weekend.
Cannon Peebles was due for some good hitting luck tonight. Hit a missile to center field, was caught. Hit a foul ball 404 feet that carried way out of here. Now just fair down the left field line. Likes it from that right side. Switch hitter's got a leadoff double here in the 6th.
101 off the bat of Peebles. So O'Connor tried to back out at 98 pitches. And Bearcats have action in the bullpen. Batman's up. Adam Buczkowski, the freshman, who worked yesterday. He's playing with a broken nose suffered a week ago in the Big 12 tournament in Arlington. Now Manny Marin in the 9th spot. Strike 1 at the knees from Kellen O'Connor. Marin a couple ground outs, 1 to short, 1 to 3rd so far. (4-2) Tennessee. Tony Vitello's team looking to add on in the 6th. Line drive center field. Right at Derek Pitts. And no tag from Peebles. Good arm.
I like the way that freshman looks out in center field now. Highlight real catch early in this one and played that perfectly too. Waited. All this momentum coming in, thinking there was a chance that Peebles was going to tag, but that was the right move to stay at second base.
He's trying to get the attention of his left fielder, Cal Sefcik.
Did you see that? See what did you see that throw? Yes, I would do the same thing.
My man Derek Pitts was loving the throw he just had. This is Gavin Keelan, the leadoff man. Tried to hold up, but he went around, according to Nicholas Mull. Not getting Christmas cards moving forward here.
That's far enough. Barrel in front of the front hip. That is what umpires are looking for right there, and it looked like it got there. Tony appears to disagree.
What made you say that? 0-1. Line drive right field, Gavin Keelan. Gavin Keelan has been hitting rockets this weekend. 105 into right.
So you really like it when your leadoff hitter is on base. All Gavin Keelan has done tonight is do that 4 times. Singled the first 2 times up, scored in the first. Tripled and scored in the 4th, and now a rocket single to right at 105 miles an hour off the bat. Tennessee's back in business again here in the 6th.
Gavin Keelan's been aboard 7 times in 2 games. And can the Vols create separation? Ball 1 to Andrew Fisher. Walked and scored in the first. RBI ground out in the 4th. Two 2-0 from Kellen O'Connor. Peebles at third. Keelan at first. Fisher fouls it off, and he's displeased with himself. Wide base for Andrew Fisher ahead of a 2-1 from Kellen O'Connor. Swing and a miss. Left on left changeup.
He's leaned on that one. It's his best off-speed pitch, and he started to go to it as this game has gone on a lot more.
And now Fisher took time in the box, so Kellen O'Connor is going to back it out. This is something Andrew Fisher does as much as anyone. We asked him about it the other day. He said, you're kind of playing chess when you do so. Sometimes it's to remind myself something with approach, but a lot of times it's to let the pitcher know that he's in control. 2-2. In the air left side, and this one drifting toward seats. It's all about body language for Andrew Fisher. He's got a lot of it for the Vols. Can he come through with a big swing for Tennessee in the 6th inning? Winners bracket with Cincinnati, 2-run ball game. Pitch number 109 from Kellen O'Connor. On the way. Line drive right center field, base hit Andrew Fisher all the way to the wall. Peebles scores, Keelan from first, and the lead is 4 in Knoxville.
These are the best swings that we have seen against O'Connor tonight in this inning from Tennessee. Everything has been barreled up. 106 off the bat right there for Andrew Fisher in the gap. The minute it gets to the wall, you know Keelan's got a great chance to score. He does easily. Fisher pulls in with a 1-out, 2 RBI double, and it looks like that will do it for Kellen O'Connor on the mound.
Fisher fired up. The Vols have chased Kellen O'Connor in the 6th inning. 6th-year senior departs with his Bearcats down by 4.
I'd do anything.
Let's put magic fairy dust on Murphy and Buzz so we can play together forever.
Wait, I have a better idea. Let's go to PetSmart. Check out Hill Science Diet. It's formulated for long, healthier lives.
Nice. PetSmart. Anything for pets.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you love.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
6th-year senior who has pitched in a lot of games in college baseball, Kellen O'Connor, departs here in Knoxville after 5 1/3.
You know you got your hands full, and you know you got to be about perfect if you're going to face this Tennessee offense in this environment. And ultimately, Kellen O'Connor held his own. Yes, they got to him here in the 6th inning and chased him, but the left-hander gave him a chance. The walks hurt. The walk in the first came around to score. There were other walks that kept innings going, but ultimately he gave him a chance, but now will give way to, man, the last week that has now taken on the moniker of Batman. Buczkowski sidearm with when it's right, and it wasn't necessarily last night. He didn't really have his slider. When he does have his slider, it's like an upshoot slider from the arm slot that he comes from. It is not a typical slider look that you will see from a guy that throws from this arm slot.
Pitching with a broken nose, suffered, like we said, at the Big 12 tournament last week in Arlington, Texas. And so that mask adorns Adam Buczkowski. He's going to have surgery after the season. He faces Hunter Ensley in the 3 spot.
There it is. That's the slider on the outside part that you just, as a hitter, you're used to that thing coming down in the zone, and it doesn't. We talk about carry on fastballs. Buczkowski has carry on his slider.
Again, so to put carry in just kind of simple numbers, like a good induced vertical break on a 4-seam fastball is like 16 inches.
If you get to 20, and we've seen a few 20s this weekend, that's when you're starting to get a lead.
We've been told Buczkowski's up to 13 inches on his slider. We've seen some 7s and 8s here from Buczkowski with a slider that's not supposed to rise.
No, and what make pitches effective are when they do things that you're not used to seeing. And that's what that is here. When the slider's in the zone and then ultimately moves out of the zone, it just moves in a way the hitters are not accustomed to see.
That's his fastball at 86. Buczkowski pitching on back-to-back days for only the 2nd time this season, and the other was back in the middle of March at Arizona. But you said a pretty quick work yesterday. Got the final 4 outs all on 12 pitches. 3 pop-ups and a line out to left. That comes inside and walks Ensley. So 2 on for Tennessee with still only 1 out in the 6th inning. Carrington Cross, a leader, is not afraid to put teammates in their place. Comes on to talk with Buczkowski.
I think a good spot. I mean, in this one, the biggest thing you want to remind a freshman of in this spot is go watch batting practice. Guys still make outs. We don't have to try to miss the bat with every single pitch. But once in a while, you feel like you have to be too fine when you're out there. Generally, that means you're going to fall behind in the count.
Dalton Bargo is the cleanup man, facing Buczkowski. Bargo a strikeout in the first, fly out to center in the third, ground out to first in the fifth. And now has to deal with some funk. Ball and a strike from Buczkowski. Jordan Bischel said to us he thinks that Buczkowski could be a first-team all-conference closer next year as a sophomore. Called it one of the 5 most filthy sliders in college baseball because of its atypical characteristics. That's down 2-1 on Dalton Bargo. That's away, 3-1.
You can see the patience of Tennessee right now because you know that everything's going to move when it comes out of his hand. And ultimately, it's just letting that pitch move its way off a home plate right there and work yourself into a plus count.
Full count on Dalton Bargo.
North Carolina has hung a 6th spot on Kyson Witherspoon in the first inning.
Whoa.
I did not see that one coming. I think Carolina's incredibly dangerous, but Witherspoon has been as good as any right-hander this year.
That is an offense that has stormed through the second half in Chapel Hill. That's a miss. 2 walks from Adam Buczkowski since he came into this game. Tennessee's got him loaded up and still only the 1 out here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, number 1, Dean Curley.
Brings up Dean Curley. 2-run single in the first, home run straightaway center in the third. Ball to start from Adam Buczkowski.
That's one that Jack Nattilli's got to try to frame up. That one's too close to kind of give up and swipe at it right there because sometimes you can steal that. That was a couple inches off the plate, but close enough that sometimes you're going to get the call.
More stirring out there in the bullpen for Cincinnati, and a visit from Jordan Bischel. Silence means we're attempting our best lip reading.
I think when a head coach comes out and he's not going to take a guy out, when he doesn't act as a pitching coach, generally it's a very direct message. And in this case, it's buddy, enjoy the environment. We got to fill up the strike zone. We'll take our chances with what happens after that.
Curley had the bases loaded earlier today and delivered the 2-run single. Now in the 6th. Takes outside 2-0 on a fastball. Is down 3-0 and nowhere to put Dean Curley. strike with a fastball, 3-1. Wojciechowski deals. Just misses, and it walks in a run. Andrew Fisher scores, and the Vols add on.
It's 8 walks in a game for this Cincinnati pitching staff. That's going to be it for the freshman today. Took the chance going back-to-back days, but just didn't have the ability to throw strike. Walks 3 in a row, and that'll be it.
Tennessee's up by 5 in the 6th inning, trying to get to Sunday night.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Pedro's parents planned for adventure, but they didn't plan for him to make a new best friend. You were made to get more than you bargained for. We were made to help you save on packages. Expedia, made to travel.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio? Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
The Women's College World Series on the networks of ESPN.
The WNBA on ESPN. We can't get enough.
Bracket looks like this in Knoxville. Tennessee and Cincinnati obviously playing right now. Wake Forest still alive after 14-13 in 4.5 hours against Miami, Ohio. So Wake will be in action tomorrow at noon against whoever loses this one. And then the winner of that first game Sunday comes back Sunday night in the regional final and would have to beat Tennessee twice. Brandon Shire comes on, 6th-year senior from Portland, Michigan, transfer from D2 Saginaw Valley State.
Pretty fastball heavy. It's about 2/3 of the time you'll see a fastball from Shire. It'll be low 90s. Live 91, 92. He'll try to work the top of the zone. Curveball is his secondary pitch that he uses the most to both righties and lefties, but the fastball is really what he leans on.
A lot of work for Brandon Shire this year, and he comes on in a tricky spot in the 6th. Trying to keep Cincinnati within an arm's length. Reese Chapman sees a fastball up. 2 strikeouts and a walk for Reese Chapman. The walk is last time in the 5th inning. (2-0) and strike throwing continues to be a problem for the Bearcats today. Shire, the D2 transfer, we said, was more a position player at Saginaw Valley State. Line drive toward right. Ford on the move, runs it down. Ensley tags and scores on a sac fly line drive that was scorched. 8-2.
Now batting, number 30.
So the lead's a half dozen. Vargas at second, Curley's at first, and The 9th batter this inning for the Vols is Levi Clark. Levi Clark making a run at Billy Amick's walk-up music from last year for the best crowd pleaser.
They know all the hand moves and chants and claps. Everybody's got a different one when they come to the plate.
Billy Amick had the stroke. Everybody.
Keep going, I want to hear it.
You know, Blades of Glory was in Blades of Glory.
Come on, keep going.
No, then we got to pay royalties on that.
Oh, man of the company.
It's not coming out of my pocket.
Turn that one in on your expense report.
Sang on ESPN Plus.
Miscellaneous.
Got to include a receipt over $75. 3-0. Clark takes a strike. Brandon Shire trying to keep this game right here, 6th inning. Good heater. Three-two pitch. Popped up by Clark, right side of the diamond. Christian Mitchell puts it away. Inning over, top of the 6th, but a 4th spot creates separation for Tennessee.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
I'd do anything.
Let's put magic fairy dust on Murphy and Buzz so we can play together forever.
Wait, I have a better idea. Let's go to PetSmart. Check out Hill Science Diet. It's formulated for long, healthier lives.
Nice. PetSmart. Anything for pets.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th.
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
We can't get enough of the WNBA.
Dallas Wings select Paige Beckers.
With more stars and more heat than ever.
Ridiculous!
The WNBA on ESPN.
Check out tonight's Capital One rewarding performance and Marcus Phillips.
Marcus Phillips, and we're not done seeing him yet. I like seeing him back out there. Big old right-hander's been up to 97 miles an hour. I do think the slider was key tonight, though. The fastball's always going to play, but he's been able to land the slider pretty consistently, has finished some guys off. For Phillips to this point, 6 strikeouts, has walked 4, but he's worked away or worked around him, has only given up to 2 hits.
Line drive into the shift and into center for Quentin Coates off Phillips to begin this 6th inning.
I'll tell you the other thing is we came in talking a lot about Cincinnati and how aggressive they're going to be. First of all, they haven't had that many base runners, so that you can't be aggressive if you can't steal first base. But Phillips has handled it very well. With 1 stolen base, a pickoff, which that sends a message. I mean, everybody notices when that happens. He's been very, very good.
Cal Sefcik. Bunt game has not been a piece of this.
I haven't seen him show.
And Jordan Bishel said to us down in the dugout pregame, we'll run until they stop us. Marcus Phillips stopped them. Ball and a strike on Cal Sefcik, who's had some good contact this weekend. Line out to center, 104 off his bat in the first, and sack fly to right.
Murray State up 10-3 on Georgia Tech in the 1-0 game. That'd be Georgia Tech Ole Miss tomorrow. In the early game at Oxford, an elimination game, somebody would have to beat Murray State twice. There's your 4 seed breaking some hearts.
Home of the number 10 national seed Rebels. What else we got?
Efforting.
May I?
Certainly.
Jamie Arnold, 6 innings, 10 strikeouts, standing O at Dick Hauser Stadium. Cool moment for one of the best in the country. 2-2 on Cal Sefcik. Bulls lead that game 7-3 on Mississippi State in the bottom of the 7th. Two. Inside, full count.
Oregon State, the number 8 national seed. Florida State, the 9 national seed. And Oregon State's already lost a game. So Florida State may not be done playing at home this year, depending on what happens in Corvallis. Still plenty of work to get out of that one.
Popped up short right, and Reese Chapman to set down Cal Sefcik. Yeah, Oregon State survived an elimination game in Corvallis earlier today against TCU, 7-2.
Yeah, TCU had a rough trip out there. They got hammered yesterday, and then ultimately Oregon State was, I think there was 7 runs on the board in the 3rd inning. Just kind of held pat from there.
This is Tommy O'Connor. Yeah, Link Jarrett, the Florida State head coach, was hopeful of a case for a top 8. And then they end up as the 9, right on the outskirts of it. They hosted a Super last year. Maybe they got a chance to this year, depending on how it goes for Oregon State. St. Mary's had that win over the Beavers yesterday. St. Mary's first NCAA tournament win in program history. One and one on Tommy O'Connor. A strike 1 and 2. Got a good one going at Clemson as well. West Virginia and Clemson 4-4 in the 7th inning.
Clemson was down 4-0 in that.
1-2. Just off the edge, 2-2. And Clemson's got Reed Garris into the game, one of their best relievers who's been out the last few weeks with a back issue. Clemson's got a great bullpen. Here in Knoxville, Marcus Phillips still on the bump. And he strikes out Tommy O'Connor. 7th K for Marcus Phillips, and there's 2 gone in the 6th.
We've talked plenty about the importance of the slider tonight for Marcus Phillips. Missed with a changeup away. This time velocity a little bit less, 81 miles an hour. Again, that fastball's been up 96, 97 at times tonight, but the slider has good down movement. There's some horizontal in there, but it has good sink when it gets to home plate. Underneath the barrel right there of O'Connor. 7th strike on the night for Phillips.
2 outs, and now Derek Pitts, freshman center fielder who's 0 for 2. A strikeout on 97 against Phillips in the 2nd, and then a ground out to short leading off the 4th. Pitts grabbed a job in center because Donovan Ford, who's playing today in right, suffered a little stress fracture in his leg and missed 3 weeks. Pitts has made some big plays since, but he's down 0-2 here. Marcus Phillips has risen to the occasion tonight in Knoxville. Yes!
We see plenty of summer days in triple digits, and we knew that the Trex material was going to be a little cooler, but was shocked how much cooler it is.
Trex, the #1 performance-engineered decking and railing brand for your life outdoors.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Your kid's brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications in the math quiz. Some allergy medications can make your kids drowsy.
1, 2, 3.
But Allegra is different.
7 times 51? No biggie.
357.
Ace. Well done.
Allegra is fast, non-drowsy allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so your kids can stay sharp at school. It's a no-brainer.
News and notes. We catch you up on what else is going on around the country. You mentioned it. Kyson Witherspoon gives up 6 to North Carolina in the first.
Yeah, look at the line below that. All season, he'd given up 200 runs total in the first inning. Heels jump him at the Bosch today. Murray State, the Fightin' Racers, trying to win their first regional since 1979, and they are off to a good start. That would make them 2-0. Duke doing something to Georgia that nobody really does this year, and that's hold that offense down at Foley Field, 4-2, and it's getting a little bit later in Athens.
Thanks to a big swing from Ben Miller, who for the last couple of years for the Blue Devils has had the single best handlebar mustache outside of Volley Fingers here in Knoxville.
Volley's still got it rocking here. Now on this Tennessee staff, Kirby Connell.
Bouncing ball from Cannon Peebles at Quentin Coates. Gets his pitcher involved. 1 away. Hey, good to see Kirby on staff.
Yeah.
He's got a little more fur around the mustache than he had over the last few years. Tony Vitello just raves about the human being that Kirby is. Manny Marin now against Brandon Shire. Tennessee trying to cruise along to Sunday night after that big 4-run inning back in the 6th. It's kind of what they do in regionals under Tony Vitello here.
Cruise.
It's just they don't drop games.
They don't lose.
There we go.
Oh, there he is. That's one that'll make you smile.
What a cool journey he had to get here and then to grow into the brand he created and the value he provided to this pitching staff.
I mean, he needed to go left on left with anybody for the last 3 or 4 years. That's who you were getting up in the Tennessee bullpen.
He used to say he would only twirl the stash on game day. Like, that is a sacred time. Frank Anderson told us in Omaha last year, what you see is what you get from Kirby. Full count on Manny Marin. Swing and a miss. Good fastball, good K strut, and a ton of life to that fastball.
For Brandon Shire, we talk about a fastball. He likes to live at the top of the zone. 21 inches of induced vertical break. What that means is it has a lot more carry than most fastballs do. Get anywhere around 18, 19, that's starting to get elite. 21 is starting to live in lands that not many others do. And even though it's 93 miles an hour, he's now out to throw 97, 98. That fastball acts a little bit quicker than that.
Base is empty. Gavin Keelan has been aboard 7 times in not even 2 full games. In 16 innings so far. Got aboard 3 times yesterday against Miami, Ohio, the 4 seed. Singles in the first 2 innings tonight. Triple dumped into left in the 4th, and then a pull side blast of a single in the 6th. One and 2 from Brandon Shire. One, 2. Keelan just doesn't strike out either when he gets in 2 strike counts.
No, the walk count isn't through the roof, but the strikeout count's way down. 24 strikeouts among regulars on this team is by far the least amount this year. That's the amount of times that Keelan has gone down.
3 years of college baseball, 2 in the ACC, 1 in the SEC. 60 strikeouts for his career. We got guys doing that in 3 months nowadays in this sport. Swing and a miss.
See what you did to him?
I'll own that. That's on me. Hand up.
What you did to him.
At Mike Monaco _. I'll wear that.
My goodness, Monaco.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they're free to dream. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The aforementioned Grand Illusion, 1982 Miami Wichita State.
Watch this. Watch bullpen catcher. Watch the dugout. Everybody's pointing down there. Bill Rona's the shortstop, just waiting for the throw from the pitcher. The great Ron Frazier drew that one up. Skip Bertman was on that staff at Miami. We tried it today. Outcome just wasn't quite as good. Josh Elander gets a gold star on the helmet today, because now we're wearing helmets, rightfully so. For the base coaches, he needs one for that, just to make sure that the base runner didn't go anywhere. I appreciate the effort though.
Skip Bertman said after the fact the players really enjoyed practicing the play, and that's what really sold me on it. The boys loved it. Let's do it.
Well, they sold everybody in a ballpark on it.
They're giving out stars of the day on Squeeze Play, where like Schick,
Elander should get one,
and Budden, exactly. Yeah. Berkey and Runes, they have their own like emoji, like Bitmoji, for what they look like. It's like a caricature. This is driven in the air, left field for Christian Mitchell at the wall and gone. Solo shot, Christian Mitchell for the Bearcats. There's a star of the day in the bottom of the 7th for Cincinnati. Only his 3rd home run of the season, back into the lineup today.
A little bit surprised to still see Phillips out there. And I understand you're trying to save bullets in the bullpen, but Phillips has gone 7 complete just one time this year. That was against Florida. I'd say the hunch paid off right here. Christian Mitchell made a great play at second base defensively early in this game. This time got a slider, barreled it up just enough to left field to make it an 8-3 game.
This will be pitch number 99 from Marcus Phillips.
I don't think he's going to throw pitch number 99. This is your favorite thing right here. Catcher comes out and has the discussion, then Tony's going to wait for a minute, make his way out, and I would assume we'll see A.J. Russell trotting in just a minute. Hey, look at that.
I'm good with that.
It was a short wait for you, Mike Monaco.
Tony, thank you. And Marcus Phillips had one of his best of the season tonight in the NCAA tournament in Knoxville. Bright future ahead for a talented MLB draft prospect. And if this is it for Phillips in Knoxville, this was special tonight. A young man from South Dakota, Sioux Falls product, who has matured in his 2 years here at Tennessee, and will leave with a smile tonight and appreciation from his teammates. Trying to get his Vols to a regional final.
And a pretty quick rise for that right-hander there. 2 starts, both in the midweek last year for Tennessee. This year made every start on the weekend for him. Tonight is pitched into the 7th inning in a 1-0 game that, if things hold, would put Tennessee back in the driver's seat to head back to a super region.
He will hand deliver the baseball off to A.J. Russell, and Marcus Phillips exits in Knoxville.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. Cody and I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
NCAA regional coverage at all 16 sites continues tomorrow on ESPN Plus and the app. NCAA.com is the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Nice to see that bright smile for Marcus Phillips. So many questions coming in about how he would fare against the run game of Cincinnati offensively, and man, he was good.
I would say he aced the test tonight, and really the last few weeks he's made a big jump up. We talk about how he's just maturing into the starting role over the course of the year. Some of that is holding runners on too. It's not just the outcome of the pitches, it's the outcome ultimately of the game, and now A.J. Russell in to try to keep the outcome right where it is right now. We talked about the right-hander. The stuff is through the roof. It's mid-90s with a bunch of arm side run.
95 to start out, just off the edge. To Charlie Niehaus in the 8th spot, redshirt freshman shortstop who was 0 for 2 against Marcus Phillips. I mean, it's a premium arm. Preseason All-American last year. Had the internal brace version of Tommy John when the team was in Omaha last year. And his comeback and his 80th on Kylie McDaniel's MLB draft rankings, so still with a very bright future ahead.
He's a guy that's going to be really interesting on draft day to see if somebody saves money early and then ultimately overpays for Russell a little bit later. And it feels like that's probably what's going to happen, because the scout buzz was through the roof before he got it. The scout buzz was through the roof when he showed up.
Again, we heard you could expect 75 to 80 pitches. Tony Vitello said it was 100 pitches out of the question for him. Comes on here in the 7th. Might be able to get him home. For his career, it's a 2.56 ERA in 63 innings. And 93 strikeouts. Niehaus works a walk. And a man aboard for Cincinnati after the home run from Christian Mitchell. We're talking with Liam Doyle about A.J. Russell. He said, I feel like I've watched A.J. Russell come all the way back. Doyle commits. He joins the staff. Russell would be a guy in a weekend rotation with Liam Doyle. And Liam was saying to us, upshoot fastball, funky arm slot, super competitive. And he's been a real veteran leader on a staff with so much turnover, like you said, from last year. Donovan Ford now. Walked and scored in the 3rd. T2 transfer from Newberry College in South Carolina. Runner goes, the throw from Cannon Peebles hits Charlie Niehaus. Moves into scoring position with nobody out.
Niehaus now 20 of 22 this year in stolen bases. The throw's dead on. They got a chance to get him right there. Peebles throws it fairly well when you give him a chance. I mean, the arm works. That one just sailed a little bit arm side on him.
Strike 3 called. 95. And a punch out for A.J. Russell.
From that slide, he gets so much run back over the plate. He can start it off the plate, a natural movement. He's going to bring it back over. That time Donovan Ford gave up on it. Late break brought it back over. First strikeout since he's come in for A.J. Russell.
Back to the top of Cincinnati's lineup for Carrington Cross, who's been on 3 times and got picked off by Marcus Phillips in the 5th. We were talking with Carrington Cross about his development the other day, and he said, if you talk to some alums who played for our program, they used to say I was an easy out, chasing sliders. Boy, he's grown. Niehaus is safe at 3rd. So a walk and 2 stolen bases, adding to Niehaus's total.
He is no easy out anymore. That's for sure. This is some respect for the freshman on the base pass right now. Let Niehaus steal 2nd, then take off, try to steal 3rd. You can see the glove come up. Throw that he had to take the short hop on, couldn't get it down quite in time. So back-to-back stolen bases by the freshman.
2-1 on Cross. Yeah, that kind of development into the Conference Player of the Year. Said he really missed 2 years because of COVID in high school. And then redshirted early on. 3-1 from Russell. Cross told us, the old coaching staff really helped me with my body grow into it, and then this new coaching staff with my approach at the plate. Strikeouts way down. Cross works a walk. 3rd one of those for him. His last 3 trips. across the last 5 innings. Cincinnati's got him at the corners here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th.
Not done yet. In the middle of this lineup coming up.
Now batting number 7, Jack Matilli.
And now Frank Anderson strolls out to the mound with a word for Wilson Rayner on the way out. Dylan Loy starting to stretch. Quick visit for A.J. Russell. Franklin, Tennessee native, dealing with traffic on the corners, and Jack Natilli in the 2 spot. The Bearcats catcher, who has walked and supplied a run-scoring single, struck out his last time in the 5th against Phillips. This one caroms off the glove of Cannon Peebles, and it's an 8-4 ball game. Couple steals, and now one off the mid of Cannon Peebles, and Charlie Niehaus scores.
A couple walks in the inning, a couple stolen bases, puts Niehaus in the spot to where a ball to the backstop, he can come in and score. Slider well down, well off the plate right there. Peebles can't get the glove around it. Cincinnati inching closer here.
After the pass ball, Carrington Cross hits second as well. Cut and a miss on a good fastball running in. Second team all-conference backstop from Pennsylvania. Waits on the 1-1. And a balk on A.J. Russell with the dancing.
That's what else it will do, is when you're not used to guys moving in the background, and already you can tell, I mean, the minute that Russell went in there, they were running immediately. And you see this sometimes with guys that come out of the bullpen. A.J. Russell doesn't have that many innings in college baseball, but watch the flinch, that's all it takes. Bottom half flinch when Carrington Cross was dancing around. That balk advances him to third base.
One and 2. Jordan Bischel studies every opponent. Tells us he's got way more data to pour over to study guys on a pitching staff than he did in his D3 days. And Tom Winsky's first base coach looks all over it as well. So they know what pitchers will do when they come on. Swing and a miss. Russell fans Natilli, and there's 2 gone.
We gotta like the response right there from A.J. Russell, because you got 2 guys that steal bases, another one that causes a balk, and he just grabbed the fastball and let it go. 95 top of the zone, still had good arm side run. Natilli couldn't catch up right there. Both outs since coming in have been strikeouts for A.J. Russell.
And now Quentin Coates.
Look out.
Nearly pelted Carrington Cross. 96 off the bat.
By the way, 7th spot for Georgia Tech. They've now tied it at 10 in the top of the 5th inning.
That is getting fun. Against Murray State, the Racers, the 4 seed in that regional. Carrington Cross is dancing off third. Cut and a miss, nothing in 2 on Quentin Coates.
You're not going to see a breakable. I mean, this becomes just grab the fastball and throw it. Let it go, and if you elevate it and they swing at it, they're probably not going to get to it.
A.J. Russell's 0-2. Got him!
Clorox Sentiva cleans like Clorox. Smells like grapefruit. Feels like trusted clean, long-lasting freshness. Clorox Sentiva.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Tennessee and Cincinnati winners yesterday, setting up the 1-0 game in the winners bracket. Marcus Phillips against Kellen O'Connor. And going up against this Vols offense, Derek Pitts had a great grab. Phillips matched a career high with 8 strikeouts. And we go to the 8th inning. 8-4 is the Vols lead on the Bearcats. See that bottom note, Cincinnati has not been to a regional final since 1971. 8th inning starts with Brandon Shire on the mound against 2, 3, and 4 and Andrew Fisher. Tennessee trying to roll through to about 22 hours from now. Get into a regional final themselves yet again here in Knoxville under Tony Vitello. Should they get there, whoever gets through between Cincinnati and Wake Forest would have to empty some arms to get to tomorrow night, and then would have to beat Tennessee twice. Fisher, who did not go, according to Nicholas Moe. Most memorable check swing I've ever seen was Blake Burke.
Yes, many would say that.
Line drive smashed into right center by Andrew Fisher, all the way to the wall. His second double in the last 3 innings.
If he gets a fastball, when he is looking fastball, he does not miss it very often. 3-1 count right here. It's exactly what he's looking for. Locations down and in, and it's right into that swing path. Each of the last 2 doubles off the bat at 107 miles an hour for Fisher. This one leads off the 8th.
What a career this guy's had.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of equipment too. 3 different schools, one at Duke, one at Ole Miss, and now the best year that he's had by far here in Tennessee.
He was a great player on that Duke team. I saw a lot of them 2 years ago. Bunch of veteran bats that Fisher was telling us the other day that he learned from. OPS basically was 1,000 as a rookie, 11 home runs, and then popped 20 for the Rebels last year. Fisher and Boyle had that return to Oxford this year with quite a bit of fanfare attached to it. thought it was interesting talking to Liam Doyle last night after the game. He said he had to make some sort of adjustment after his first time through. Bouncing ball to third at Carrington Cross. Tires Ensley one away. And Doyle settled in, punched out 11.
I think the adjustment was just the offensive approach that he was seeing on the other side, too. Miami they were hunting fastballs early. And so Doyle started going to the breaking ball. And the biggest thing for him is he landed it. So first pitch breaking ball, get out in front. Now you have the ability to expand the plate, which he can do. And obviously the stuff was off the charts. His last 3 or 4 innings were outstanding.
And Phillips was good tonight. So you can roll that should you get out of here into a super.
History has shown that you only need 2 really good ones to have the right. You got to have the right luck in Omaha. But if you have 2 really good ones, it can get you almost all the way to a national title.
Good stop by Jack Natilli.
You'd love to have 3, and you'd love to have 5 guys in the bullpen they trust and everything else. But if I'm going to pick something out of all of those, give me 2 starters that I think can match up with anybody. Florida State has that. Tennessee has that.
North Carolina
has that.
Fouled away. Those are some of the best rotations you got. At least best 2-headed tandems as well.
LSU has that. Vanderbilt, if you want to go 1, 2, 3, may be the best 3. But as far as, and they'll match up 1, 2.
Swing and a miss up the ladder, and Brandon Shire with a great fastball up fans Dalton Bargo for out number 2.
Now batting number 1, Dean Curley.
Tom Winsky, Jordan Bishel look on as Dean Curley comes up. He's driven in 4, 2-run single in the first, and then a blast while we chatted with Tony Vitello in the third.
Yeah, Dean's pretty strong. I hope this is a home run, and it was. Halfway up the batter's eye out in center field. That was Tony saying that, not me. It was a good home run call by Tony Vitello.
It was.
You let him have that, too. Like most play-by-play guys don't do that. They want that home run call. You got out of the way and let Tony V have it.
In this regional, there have been plenty of home run calls.
Yes, and you're nailing them.
You got to read fly balls when you come to a new ballpark for the first time.
And you don't always get them right. I mean, it's the way the math goes sometimes.
Who was it last night? Andrew Fisher? Like lazy fly ball, shallow right center, and you would have thought it was a walk-off in the World Series.
The wind must have got it.
Yeah. Really stiff breeze. Fouled away 1 and 2. Tony's style was more like Pat Summerall. It was measured.
Measured, laid back, enough time to adjust if you need to. Just about cleared 2 fences.
Under the lights at Lindsey Nelson Stadium, where the construction, by the way, is ongoing. 1-2. That's up high. 2 and 2 from Shire. One time at the Little League World Series, I granted Todd Frazier a home run call. It did not disappoint.
Just exactly the way you think it would?
It was like 4 other people's catchphrases all mixed into one.
Why not?
From the Todd father.
Going, going, gone. Never heard that.
She is gone. 3-2. Hung on to by Jack Natilli. Brandon Shire fans 2, leaves Andrew Fisher at second, and we're in the middle of the 8th. Bearcats coming up down by 4. What's at stake between these two? Tennessee is trying to get to a 6th straight regional final, something Cincinnati has not done since 1971. Now, it's not an elimination game for the Bearcats, but the road gets much, much harder if you fall tonight. Got to come back tomorrow at noon. If you win that, you got to play tomorrow night at 6. If you win that, you got to come back at some time to be determined on Monday. Cal Sefcik against A.J. Russell. So 4, 5, and 6 for the Bearcats, down by 4 with 6 outs to play with offensively. Ariel Antigua has come into the game defensively like he often does late at short. And bumps Gavin Keelan from short to second. This has popped up foul 2-1 on Cal Sefcik. Brother Luke on this team as well. Part of the reason Cal had familiarity with his coaching staff and transferred in from Indiana. Two-1 from Russell. That's up and in, 3-1. Been some walks from A.J. Russell. And could Cincinnati get the leadoff guy on in the middle of this order? Popped up, full count. Three-two. Sefcik in the air center field at Hunter Ensley. One away.
Now batting number 44, Tommy O'Connor.
Chingy is the selected walk-up music for Tommy O'Connor, who's 0 for 3. Right third.
We'll let you take that one.
Not on your soundtrack?
No.
Okay.
No issue with it, just it isn't on there right now.
Hopefully was back in its prime 20 years ago. O'Connor, a couple punch outs and a fly out to left. We had Calvin Harris play in Omaha for Ole Miss a couple years ago, and asking Berkey if he was familiar with the DJ Calvin Harris was good fun.
Blank stare.
Good entertainment for our colleagues of a similar generation as the athletes playing. Ball and 2 strikes on Tommy O'Connor. I don't think that was a foul ball. It goes to the backstop. Cannon Peebles off the glove of Andrew Fisher. So Tommy O'Connor gets aboard. A lot going on, and the Bearcats have a base runner.
Yeah, that one worked out okay for Cincinnati right there, because Tommy O'Connor knew he didn't touch it. He just didn't see the ball go to the backstop. Peebles probably speeds the throw up a little bit more than he has to. Fisher doesn't think he needs to jump. If he does, probably has enough time to get back in the bag. As it goes, it's a strikeout, but Cincinnati has an all-important base runner here in the 8th inning. Look at Fisher with an error on the plate, too.
So still only 1 out, bottom of the 8th, and now Derek Pitts squares, and it's a strike. Energetic freshman from St. Louis. Nothing at 2 from A.J. Russell.
Wilson Rayler's had a very good zone behind home plate tonight, because there's been a lot of borderline pitches that are right there that sometimes you'll see called, and it's been consistent. He's called the low strike when it's there.
And as pitchers, you just want, above all, consistency and strikes to be strikes.
Exactly. Yeah, those two things. You want to know what you're working with. If the zone, if he's not going to get the low strike, at least I'm going to know early, and I got to go away from it, which you don't want if you're a sinker ball guy, but sometimes you have those nights.
It's up high, 2-2. A.J. Russell deals. Pitch strikes out. The fastball's been explosive for A.J. Russell, and he's fanned 5.
Yeah, most have come on that pitch. In fact, I think all have come on that pitch. Just leaning tonight on the fastball. Slider's fine, but the fastball is special tonight for Russell. Gets another strikeout right there.
Brings up Christian Mitchell, who homered to left his last time leading off the 7th. Central Michigan transfer. Pops up the first one toward Andrew Fisher to end the inning. A.J. Russell throws up a 0, and we go to the 9th with the Vols up by 4.
This is wild. I can't believe this.
Let's take it from the top. You love cleaning this counter.
What?
In fact, Clorox's latest experiment proved you enjoyed it more than a manicure.
I don't even know myself anymore.
Rethink what makes you feel good.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
You are more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. Cody and I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you want.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
Winner of this one goes to the regional final tomorrow night. Loser comes back and plays Wake Forest at noon tomorrow. Nighttime in Knoxville, and Tennessee in the driver's seat. Bats coming up, looking for perhaps a little more insurance here in the 9th. 6, 7, and 8 starts with Reese Chapman. By the way, once we're done, keep it on our ESPN family of networks. We got a lot of good games going on right now.
Could be a good evening.
It's going to be a fire up as many screens as possible type of night.
Yeah, I would encourage you too to catch a little of UTSA in Texas tonight, and it may not be the one that jumps off the page immediately. Vandy Louisville is going to be outstanding. Louisville on the board with a solo home run early there.
It's getting late in Athens. Duke's up 4-2 on Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia just left 2-1 in the 8th inning.
Florida State is rolling against Mississippi State, up 10-3. Bouncing ball toward Charlie Niehaus. 1 down. Best game going right now is probably West Virginia Clemson. At Clemson, 5-5 game just starting the 9th inning. at Doug Kingsmore Stadium. Cam Canarella came through with another big hit for the Tigers, but West Virginia has answered. Cam Canarella, preseason All-American and superstar center fielder. He's dealing with a bad shoulder, had surgery in the offseason. It's gotten healthier as this year's gone along. Fastball from Brandon Shire to Levi Clark.
Shire's been really good. Really good. He has kept his Tennessee offense right where it was. Just the lead that they had built has been too much for Cincinnati to come all the way back.
This guy is totally delivered. You're right. Again, 6-year senior from the state of Michigan, transfer from D2 Saginaw Valley State, where he was more position player than pitcher. He wanted that one. He's got a really impressive fastball. Bouncing ball foul from Levi Clark. Line drive to left, and it drops in front of Sefcik. One out single, Levi Clark, who's just had a hard-earned day at the plate. Couple walks and now his first hit.
We over 30 pitches today, I think, that Clark has seen. First two at bats was 25. We're over 30 that he's seen today. He's reached base 3 times. It's his first hit, but he walked twice. That is a productive evening. Yeah, 32 pitches seen in 5 at bats for Levi Clark, who will leave for a pinch runner error.
Jay Abernathy, super talented freshman, as he often does, comes on a run. Cannon Peebles the batter. And ball 1 from Shire. Peebles got robbed in the first, doubled in the 6th, and scored part of that 4-run inning for the Vols. That's the difference in this game right now. We got good games cooking so far. We got a Matt Klein home run, big fly you mentioned for Louisville. Just back, he'd been out for a while and homered yesterday, has homered again, and that's why Louisville's got that lead you mentioned on Vandy over on ESPN2.
Duke has added 1 in the 9th. Now 5-2 Duke, still hitting top of the 9th. North Carolina was 6 in the first. Now 7-0 over Oklahoma. Check that. Now 8-0 over Oklahoma.
Duke's a program that is trying to break through to Omaha. They've been close in some supers in recent years.
I mean, Duke, East Carolina, those are a couple that you always talk about. Is this the year that they really make that run?
Chris Pollard would say if not for Kumar Rocker, they might be in one. Slice to left, and it's over the head of Cal Sefcik. Jay Abernathy was on the move. They stop him at third. Peebles doubles again. Four doubles this weekend for Cannon Peebles.
First one tonight was from the right side. Peebles gets turned around now, facing the right-hander. Takes a fastball that was down at the bottom part of the zone. 1-0-1 off the bat the other way. Sefcik's not going to get to it. One hops the wall. Josh Elander holds Abernathy at third. He had to freeze and make sure that ball wasn't caught in the left. But now 2 more in scoring position. Just one out here in the 9th for the Vols, and that'll force Cincinnati to bring that infield in.
Manny Marin chops one foul past the bare hand of Josh Elander. There was only 1 hit against Brandon Shire the first 10 batters he faced, and now it's gone single from Clark, double from Peebles. The last two. Oh-2. Bouncing ball past the dive of Christian Mitchell. Clark and Peebles score. Marin is tagged out at second, but Tennessee tacks on a couple more, and the lead is 10-4.
That's what a drawn-in infield will do right there. Second, third, you got to take a chance if you're Cincinnati. Hope they hit it right at you. They didn't. If you play it deep, it's a play that's made short, but you're going to give up a run instead. Off the glove of Niehaus. Manny Marin doing a job. Tony Vitello, you take this trade. You drive in two, they throw you out at second base. Probably okay with trying to take the extra base, but it just adds to that Tennessee lead.
So 2 down, bases empty, and now time is called. Tony Vitello comes out to discuss with Wilson Rayner, and you're in the part of the game where you can have a crew chief initiated review on the play at second, and maybe that's what Tony Vitello's wondering. Jordan Bischel saying something as well. And you get 2 challenges per game. In the last 2 innings of regulation and extras, if a team's out of challenges, crew chief review is allowed at their discretion. Is that what they're discussing?
Potentially. I mean, Tony could have challenged them.
Did not, and we continue. 1-1 on Gavin Keelan. Keelan, great day. 4 hits, a couple singles the first 2 innings, triple in the 4th, single pull side in the 6th, and then he punched down the 7th. By the way, West Virginia just grabbed the lead in the top of the 9th inning at Clemson. Popped up onto the outfield turf and put away by Charlie Niehaus, the shortstop. Inning over, some insurance for Tennessee, and the Vols 3 outs away from the regional final tomorrow night.
2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, no one.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Hello, hello, hello. Drive up that's ready when you are. Just tap Target.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You are more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Tennessee is looking for a 6th straight regional final. 3 outs away from that, as they got to deal with 8-9-1 in the Bearcats lineup. A.J. Russell is tasked with getting them there against Charlie Niehaus to begin. Russell came on in the 7th, worked a scoreless 8th with a couple of strikeouts, and now the 9th. And that's strike 1 to begin, as A.J. Russell looks for his first career save. Pulled left field. Dalton Bargo backs up, still on the move, and he makes the catch. 1 away. Tony Vitello is perhaps imitating someone in there. So A.J. Russell wasn't happy with the fly ball. Tony Vitello sharing some smiles in that dugout. Donovan Ford. Spark plug type of guy in the 9th spot, walked and scored in the 3rd. Popped down foul ground to 1st in the 5th and punched out looking against Russell in the 7th on 95. On the ground, Ariel Antigua, known for his glove. High throw, and Fisher could not apply the tag on Ford. Base runner aboard for Cincinnati.
Had time there too. Antigua goes backhand side. The glove is incredible. Every once in a while, the arm is what gets Antigua into trouble. Just airmails it enough. Fisher has no chance. He's got to go in the air. Good job 2 by Ford to get low right when he gets there. Try to get underneath that tag. That little move right there might have been enough to get him under it.
It's an error on Antigua. Back to the top for Carrington Cross. Pulls one down the left field line, falling fast, and a fair ball for Carrington Cross. Ford to 3rd, Cross to 2nd, and Cincinnati's not done just yet.
Kid does a whole lot right. Now reached base all 5 times today. Singled to 1st, walked the next 3 times up, scored in the 3rd, and now takes that Russell fastball in on his knuckles. Just gets enough to it to keep it fair. Look at this thing coming in on his hands. He's just jerking those hands in as quickly as he can to try to get a piece of the barrel to it.
Cannon Peebles strolls out, talks things over with A.J. Russell. Just some light activity in the bullpen for Tennessee. Nate Snead. Tennessee would not wish to be using him today. Can fill a bunch of different roles for Tony Vitello. So you wait to get to tomorrow, and then you wait on whoever wins, should this result hold between Cincinnati and Wake Forest early tomorrow. But the Bearcats not done quite yet. Jack Natilli. First pitch swinging, pops one foul. Walked in the 1st, run scoring single in the 3rd, couple strikeouts since, including his last time in the 7th against A.J. Russell's fastball. We welcome those of you watching on Squeeze Play. Bottom 9. A strike there from Russell, and it's 0-2. Marcus Phillips was very good for Tennessee, and the running game was not much of a factor against him. A.J. Russell's 0-2 with time called before. This is out of the Wake Forest playbook in this regional. summoned his two-hitter, Jack Natili. Ahead of an 0-2 from A.J. Russell. Here it is, up and away. 45 pitches. Seems like the stuff is held for Russell.
It's held. I mean, he's been mid-90s for the most part all the way through. He's been very fastball heavy tonight. He's really leaned on that one.
Two and a third, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, around a couple of walks from Russell. Been a couple errors behind him as well since he came on back in the 7th. 2 aboard, 1 out, bottom 9. And the 1-2. Natili strikes out. All those fastballs set up that from A.J. Russell.
Yeah, and he put it exactly where he wanted to, too, for Russell. I mean, that's bottom of the zone, just on the outside corner, just off the plate. But you got to dial up for a night that Russell is hammering you with fastballs. He drops that one there. He's going to win most of the time.
Quentin Coates is the last hope for Cincinnati in this one. 14 strikeouts from Tennessee pitching. Trying to reach an 11th regional final and a 6th consecutive. 2-0 from Russell. Coates 3 strikeout sandwich around a single up the middle in the 6th. Powerful true freshman from Kansas. That's a strike, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Tennessee 1 strike away. Two. Back pass Russell, and not gonna get him. Donovan Ford comes in to score and make it 10-5 on a little dribbler jam shot off the bat of Quentin Coates.
Your instinct on the mound is to go after it. Understandably so. That's just the first thing you think. If Russell lets this go, the ballgame's probably over. Keelan's going to charge it. It takes a right-hander a little bit longer to get out of the box when he gets jammed like that. But just off his glove, kind of rolls into no man's land. First 2-out hit of the night by either team.
Go figure.
Blake's not checking it in with 2 outs in the 9th. I like it.
Cal Sepsic pokes one fair down the line. We've got another. Carrington Cross scores. 2nd and 3rd for Cincinnati. And all kinds of 2-out activity for the Bearcats. They'll get the tying run to the on-deck circle down to their last strike moments ago.
That one's off the plate, too. I mean, the last 2 balls have not been hit very hard. They're just hitting the right spot. Tony Vitello picks that walkie-talkie up down to the bullpen just to make sure that I don't think they'll do it quite yet. If they need to go to Loy, maybe they will.
The error sort of set all of this in motion. Would have been 2 down, nobody on for Cincinnati. Brandon Arvidsson up as well, and he was excellent in Hoover at the SEC tournament last week. Facing off against Texas, went 5 1/3 with 9 punchies. A.J. Russell out there shaking his head. 53 pitches. We've been told he could go 75-80. We've said that. So there's room if Tony Vitello wants him to try to finish this. But there is present danger. And Tony Vitello's going to the bullpen. So you got a left-hand hitter in Tommy O'Connor. And a call to the pen. Russell departs. Cincinnati threatens. Bottom of the 9th inning in Knoxville.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Your brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications during rush hour. Some allergy medications can make you drowsy. But Allegra is different. Traffic jam? We got this.
Woo! We're nailing it.
Yeah, come on. Like a boss. Right on time.
Allegra is fast 24-hour allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so you can use it even when you're driving. It's a no-brainer.
First-year Vol, redshirt sophomore Brandon Arvidsson from Dripping Springs, Texas, comes on trying to get the final out.
You talked about kind of the, I wouldn't say resurgence, but ultimately the emergence of Arvidsson towards the end of the year. Swing and miss is outstanding. It's 56 and 31 2/3. The fastball's real. I mean, it gets into the mid-90s. The slider is the differentiator for Arvidsson, especially left on left, which is why he's coming in here. Tommy O'Connor is due up. We'll see if Jordan Bishel makes a move right here, but he's been lethal against left-handers this year, and it's going to be very slider heavy, especially if he gets ahead in the count.
Tommy O'Connor's been okay against left-handed pitching. It's an .815 OPS for O'Connor. It's about where he is against righties, but we will get a pinch hitter. Redshirt senior and Cincinnati native Corey Klingenbeck.
Now batting number 15, Corey Klingenbeck.
Listed as a switch hitter, will bat from the left side. Two aboard, two out. And he squares and pulls back.
Okay. A few things you don't expect you're going to see. Left-hander pitch hitting for a left-hander, and with 2 outs in the 9th inning, squaring to bunt. But ultimately, with Marin playing way back at third base, thinking they could maybe steal a hit.
Another square. That's out of the zone from Arvidsson. 2-0 on Klingenbeck, who has started one game in the last month and a half. Final weekend of the regular season against Kansas State. That's a strike, top of the zone with a breaking ball. He offered at it 2-2. This is a guy who is Cincinnati through and through, playing for his hometown Bearcats out of Elder High School. He's going to join the Cincinnati Fire Department when his career is over. And he's the last hope right now for Cincinnati in this one, down to its final strike. 2-2. Swing and a miss! Tennessee is headed back to another regional final.
Marcus Phillips was outstanding to start this one for Tennessee. A.J. Russell was great in the middle. Then Arvidsson, the left-hander, comes in to finish it off. A little bit more drama than we thought we would see tonight. Tennessee didn't play quite as clean as we've seen them play. I do think moving forward that defensive component for Tennessee is going to prove to be more important as the season goes on. But start with Phillips, follow with Russell. Arvidsson finishes it. Plenty of offense, and Tennessee in a spot they're pretty familiar with at home in a regional, 2-0. They'll await the winner of Wake Forest and Cincinnati in the early game tomorrow.
Yet another home regional win under Tony Vitello, so they'll be waiting indeed. Sunday night, we will let you know on what channel you can find the Vols in action and against whom. Wake Forest, Cincinnati back at it noon Eastern tomorrow, an elimination game, the second one for Wake and the first for Cincinnati, who battled down the stretch, but the Vols get it done. Marcus Phillips is making his way over right now and will join us momentarily after a really good effort. Staring down a unique offense in Cincinnati, and he went 6 innings, 3 runs, 8 strikeouts. Marcus Phillips joins us now. Marcus, you guys get it done, and you're going to another regional final here at home in front of these fans. What tonight feel like for you going up against this Cincinnati offense?
I mean, it was electric. You know, the fans came out and showed love, which, you know, we love. It's kind of the standard around here, so, you know, we respect that. But, you know, everybody was kind of fired up to come here and play tonight, so it was a good win, good team win, and, you know, I'm glad we got it done, so.
Marcus, you started Iowa Western. I live about 25 minutes from that campus, so I know exactly where it is.
Okay.
But take me back to when you showed up here, because we talked about it tonight, just the maturation, the growth that you've had. This is your first year throwing this many innings in this role. So how have you changed from day one when you showed up to the Marcus Phillips that went out and dominated tonight?
Yeah, a lot of it was coaching, you know, and obviously the players around here too helped me out. But just growing as a human and as a player as well just was big for me. Obviously Q helping me out in the weight room and stuff. But, you know, just really preparing me for moments like this from day one once I got on campus in the summer. So, no, it's been huge for me for sure.
Marcus, you knew what this Bearcats offense was all about. I want to go back to the 5th inning. You picked off Carrington Cross. What kind of work went into that, knowing your opponent, and what you see with him kind of extending that lead?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see anything. That was
well, you timed it perfect, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, that was the coaches right there. I'm not gonna lie. It was a called pick, and, you know, I just did my job, threw it over to the bag, and they put a good takedown. So
I know you talked about this a little bit. We asked Liam the same question last night, but I mean, if Arkansas holds serve, you guys would go there. So it may be the last time that you step on this mound, and you get a walk out to, you know, the fans on their feet like they do so often here. What's that feeling like, knowing it may be the last time that you do it on this mound?
Man, it was incredible. Obviously, like I said, I mean, the fans here, you know, they showed out. And, it's been great. It's been a blessing to be here the last 2 years, and I'm just grateful to be able to, you know, take full advantage of this opportunity.
Marcus, congratulations. Thanks for the time. Go enjoy
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Marcus Phillips was really good tonight for Tennessee. 98 pitches to get the job done. Tennessee will get either Cincinnati or Wake tomorrow night. For Kyle Peterson, our whole crew working a long day, our thanks to them. Mike Monaco saying so long. We'll talk to you tomorrow.